Hi guys, what's up? Good evening. It's me, Archer. How are you? How's it going, guys? Thank you much for being here. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome to the All Signs. We're going to do this All Signs is actually going to be for the next 2 weeks because next Monday, July 7th, is my birthday. So my birthday present to myself this year is I'm taking the day off. So I've set the parameters on the readings for tonight to 2 weeks out. All right. So it could happen as soon as during this live, all the way up to the next 2 weeks out. Okay. But the rest of the readings and everything's still going to be going off as usual. All right. So that's just the basics. But I do got the channel announcement because you guys were like totally receptive to the post. That was cool. What's up, Bombshell Buddha? Oh my gosh. Hey, hi, Bombshell Buddha. We got Buddha Squirrel. He's holding the envelopes tonight. Welcome. Thanks for coming. What's up, Cappy Goat 1111? Top Gun. Oh, Top Gun Papa. Oh, dude, I love Top Gun. Those are some good movies. Oh, what's up, Dory? How you doing? Hi, Carrie 69 Whales. Thanks for coming. How you doing, Caroline? You guys want to do one for Caroline? Sweet Caroline. Everyone just did that. We are now best friends. We're soulmates. It's a thing. Hi, Joyce. How you doing? Mac, what's going on? Thanks for being here. What's up? And thank you to all the Mod Squad. They are here this evening on both TikTok and YouTube. They are your concierge for the evening. And yeah, thank you guys for the response on the post about bringing well, we're not going to do the Archer's Lounge, but we'll do this as like channel announcement. It could be like 133. Okay. But yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to bring back the lounge and we're going to do it like Archer's coffee shop, like Archer's one-stop coffee shop in the morning. And we'll do the super chats then, like just hang out, wake up, morning tea type of a thing. And then in the afternoons, I'll still do the individual live readings. All right. And so we'll just do the super chats like on our own in the mornings. I'll space it out like occasionally and I'll just post it and go live like around like 9 a.m. Eastern. All right. So we'll do those like a couple times a week. And then when I do the individual collective readings, they're just standard readings. All right. So we'll bring the lounge back and it'll be like our morning tea. All right. So yeah, thanks for being here. And speaking of readings too, if you want to book a personal private reading with me, you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. I do offer the one-on-one Zoom readings where it's like you're hanging out here at the channel with me and traditional private YouTube videos. There is an emergency reading option. All right. Let you jump the line. It's like a pass at a theme park. And then there's even like budget friendly, little short, like 15-minute YouTube videos. But send me an email. I'll send you back the pricing, the booking details. And I'm the one that responds too. So sometimes it takes a little bit, but I do get to them within 48 hours, just so you know. But when the replies come, they're from me. And then all the safe to click links are going to be in the pinned comment down below because there are some fake Archer accounts roaming around. So just remember that everything in my name is all spelt proper. Archer Astrology Tarot. Anybody reaching out to you like, oh my gosh, I feel so connected. You must contact me or we should friend each other on Facebook or it's all fake. I will never reach out to you for a reading or tell you I've got some insane message I must give you and bleh. It's all fakes. All right. All the safe to click links are in the Archer Astrology link tree. All right. That'll take you to the recent playlists, the pick a card, the live readings, everything's there. My interviews with the Tennessee Highlighter, the Nashville Voyager, little history of tarot and history of my upbringing, how I came to be, and that the original music video, first ever Archer original release song, I Miss You is there. So the link tree is all the safe to click links, but check it out. All right. Oh, thanks, Cappy Goat. Thank you. What's up, Emperor Z? Yeah, with it being summertime and hot again, I finally got around to it. But yeah, so all right, let's dig in. We'll take it from the top. We'll go from Aries to Pisces. You, them, thoughts, feelings, intentions, get a tap in and a bearing, all the messages, whatever comes out, I'll convey it over to you. But when you're with me, I'm your crystals. I'm your ride or die. I got your back and you're protected. Consider subscribing, being part of the fam, because the Mod Squad is still working to get me to 70,000 subscribers by my birthday. And I totally believe if you build it, they will come. There's plenty of room at the table, so come be a part of the fam. We'd love to have you here. Hi, Rolanda. What's up, Casey? Thanks for being here, guys. I love you. Oh, thanks, Casey. Dude, spinny hugs. You're the best. All right, let's get ready to dig in. And then after Pisces, I know. That's what I'm... is that Had an Angel? Yeah. I've been working trying to ask. That's why we're streaming live from YouTube tonight. Because I'm like, okay, let's figure out what's up with the screen name stuff. So I tried it without the software to even see what's going on. You know? I don't know. But all right, we're going to read cards anyways. So starting from the top. let's go for it. All right, let's begin with Aries, and I'm going to bring the shadow deck into play for this tonight. All right, so let's dig into it. And thank you guys all for being here. I love you guys, and you guys are awesome. All right, so let's go with Aries about, you know what's up, Melissa. You got this. All right, you are OG. So anyways, let's start with Aries. Here we go. Hey, Aries, what's up? Thank you very much for being here. Aries, we are going to tap into you and the person on your mind. So go ahead and think about your person, and we're going to see what's going on for thoughts, feelings, and intentions. And please subscribe, set the bell. All right. What do we have for Aries, please and thank you? Tap me in, tune me into Aries' energy. What do we have for Aries? What do we have for Aries, please and thank you? Give me 2 shuffles for Aries. Ooh, perfect. I knew it was ready. When a deck pops a card, it's time to go. And I got the 10 of Wands. This here is Jeremiah's burdens being carried. On the King of Swords, something's got you in your head about thinking, oh no, this is your person. This person's realizing that they're letting the best thing they ever had get away. You got them, and it's like there's like a FOMO energy coming from your person. Oh, dude, this is going to be good. All right, let's see what's up. All right, 2 shuffles. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome Aries. Here we go. Over energy is the High Priest. This is the artist formerly known as the Hierophant. Because back in the day, in Tarot de Marseille, this is what he was known as. Could be dealing with a Taurus, but somebody's at a higher elevation. Yep, in the Tower card with the Hanged Man, somebody feels like they took too long. It is literally total FOMO energy. Scorpio, Aries, Pisces. Even for those of you that are getting into a new connection, they might be fearing that they're like giving off mixed signals or not moving fast enough or can't keep up with your pace. Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus energy. All right, let's go. Give me some cards. 3 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, the Sun card, the 2 of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Justice card. Hooah! I don't know why I just said that, but for some reason that Justice card totally made me feel that. Like this person's paying off some karmic debt for some of the stuff that they put you through. Could be a Cancer, could be a Libra, Leo, Capricorn, and Gemini's here. But it's kind of like, oh, they didn't want to do something to work this out. They're like, they're wishing they'd opened up sooner. Some of you guys might have sent them an ultimatum text in the 8 of Swords telling them they were taking too long, or that like you're ready to go to the next level. You kind of laid it out there and you might have gotten a little bit of like a, and you're like, wow, well, this hasn't happened before, right? It's like they know that you're getting tired of waiting for them 8 of Swords and trying to figure out what they want. You don't want, like, it's like maybe that they realize that you kind of are getting wise to their mind games, right? 8 of Swords. It's like they've waited too long. Sun card and the 2 of Cups, Cancer, Leo energy. So this tells me this is stuff going on. Like the Mercury retrograde is going to be kind of a dominating factor, not even factoring in your dominant planet retrograding. You know, the thing on this is like, for some of you, I think they're trying too hard to juggle work and life. I almost pull a 2 of Pentacles energy off this 2 of Cups. So it's like they wanted to be with you, but they never made time for you. And then they neglected you. And they're realizing how long they took on that 9 of Pentacles. Some of you guys are in a married or committed relationship or engaged. And like they've never set a date, never take it to the next step. Or like talk a lot of talk, you know? Even for those of you getting started, it's like you've had a date or two, and then maybe some of the timing or the scheduling's off, and it starts to feel like they're blowing things off, right? And you're like, 8 of Swords, saw it coming. I don't think you got a fear on this one, though. Let me see what's up. You or them could be born on the 8th or the 2nd, maybe the 19th, possibly the 3rd, the 11th, the 18th, maybe the 28th. The 30th is here, and possibly the 31st or the 13th so far. Star card. So you triggered their change or triggered their healing because the 7 of Swords, I pull straight up deceptive energy off of this. Like some of you guys, I don't know, hide your wallet energy. Because remember, the 7 of Swords, that guy comes in and hides the 5 of Swords so the armies can't fight anymore. Like they were trying to sweep an elephant under the rug. So it never really felt like you were in a relationship, right? Like it never got off the ground. The Devil and the King of Wands has them taunted. Sagittarius and Capricorn energy. This is like, maybe it was like something that goes straight into the back here that like, I think somebody's parents are getting in the way on this one. There's a third party energy that's not really a third party. Because remember, it's not always cheating vibes, but in this case, it's like that meddling mom or meddling dad, right? Something like that. Could be like a daddy's girl or a mama's boy type of a vibe. Like not in a bad way, but just in a way that like somehow this third party energy kind of gets in the way, right? And it's really not up to them, but they have an influence on your person. It's like they were messed up by their parents' programming from day one. Maybe they came from like a divorced home or a single parent home, and they never got to see a couple interact. So what they're putting you through without realizing it is how they think it works. So it's not that they're not interested or don't love you or don't care about you. It's that this is what they're capable of at the moment. Okay. Capricorn, Sag energy, even with the Emperor on the Queen of Wands, this has got your energy all over it. So some of you guys, it could be, it could be dealing with another Aries. Definitely like a fire sign though. But the Queen of Swords on the King of Cups says they're wanting to talk to you about what they've done. It's like you hold the key to something and they're realizing it. Somebody here is born on the 15th. 5 of Cups. Oh, wow. See, even though they're posting the best 5 seconds of their life online, when they're at home on their own, they get depressed and they almost feel like they've taken too long to square things up with you. And it's like a weird awkwardness that they're afraid of reaching out. I got chills. Moon card on the Judgment card. They're so used to everybody else in the world telling them to pound sand when they try to make good on something that they're assuming that you're going to do the same thing. It's just part of it's all part of their programming. Ace of Cups. And you're the one that actually got them to start changing that mindset. They were just, with everything they've been through, it's kind of like, maybe they just weren't programmed right. For some of you guys, maybe there's like a battling an addiction or something that's involved that kind of like took over with the High Priestess. And it's like you weren't really exactly totally dealing with them. They just weren't right on point with this one. Okay. For some of you guys, I think they actually use whatever the vice is. They use that to kind of hide some of the shame or the pain, the neglect that they feel, right? And you're like dealing with the vice or the addiction. It almost takes over the brain, High Priestess style. Their past has left them to feel like they don't have much self-worth. Crosswatcher. Aries, I'm going to actually give the Crosswatcher half a point on this one. If they've been through this, it's not that they don't love you. It's that they're unsure of the programming. That's what it is. It's like it's a very awkward territory for them. That Moon card, the fear of the unknown. Pisces energy. But the Page of Wands shows that they do love you. They got feelings for you. They're just so unsure of what to do because they've been kind of belittled over time. 6 of Pentacles on the Strength card. For some of you, they could be a widow. But on the Hanged Man, I've got strong Leo and Pisces energy that comes in here to the 6 of Swords. Oh, wow, did you see that? The deck even made sure I saw the 5 of Swords underneath here before I explained that they are starting to see things in a more optimistic perspective, that they've done the work. They're going through an awakening, kind of realizing whoever that third party type of a thing is, you know, a parent, a meddling friend, whatever it is, that's not going to be what tucks them in at night, that hangs out with them to go out on date nights or movie nights or to talk about their issues, right? They won't be there to grow old with them. And it's time to kind of like Gemini energy. It's kind of like time to grow up and get it right. Maybe some of you, they're going through a Saturn return or just like a death of an ego or a way of thinking. It's like they just outgrown the ego, you know, even for my male Aries, this is just the girl that's like ending the party stage or the high maintenance stage and starting to think more about family vibes. It is a different energy. Even for those of you that you guys have already been through this much with them, it's like my Sag grandma taught me on the Ace of Cups, is that the Ace of Cups, when it does involve a past person that there's already a connection with, whether this is like 1 day old or 1 year old or 10 years old, don't matter. Okay, no time in tarot. But regardless, if the past person comes back and they've done the work, like the Star card is showing me this person has been, then they do come in an Ace of Cups energy. And instead of a cycle repeating itself, it's a fresh love. It lets you guys begin again. 9 of Swords, it's just that silence. They're straight up scared of reaching out for the fear of rejection. That is like a very awkward thing to go through of like, man, after everything I put Aries through, okay. I can see anybody getting a little nervous, but the 3 of Wands literally tells me that you're going to get a phone call to talk about this because that's the call of Abraham and it's your energy. Okay. Some of you guys could be a life path number 3, or you or them have a stellium in your chart and it's activating right now. Something about Jupiter into Cancer is causing something to activate. Okay. Yeah, there's just some luck coming out on this. I got to keep track on what Jupiter in Cancer keeps doing because I wasn't alive the last time this happened. All right. It was like a long time before I was born. The thing on this is for you, though, you can trust this direction that it's going because the awakening they're going through is kind of realizing them that, they need to be a little more demure and a little less delulu. They got to catch up a little bit with the times. And that's the thing that they're going through. You know what it is? They're going to make an excuse to text you or call you. I still say call you with that call of Abraham on the 3 of Wands. That it's going to be, this is the vibes of like, oh, hey, a piece of mail came for you. You need to come and get it. Oh, okay, I found your favorite sweatshirt. You need to come and get it. Yeah, they actually do still have your clothes, whichever part that is. They didn't say, they're like, that's mine now. I'm keeping it. Okay. But yeah, something happens by some divine action, like something shows up in the mail for you that makes them need to reach out to you. And that's what opens the door to let this stuff start again. Okay. And even for those of you that live together, something shows up in the mail or an email, whatever it is, that is what's necessary and needed to break the awkward silence. Okay. So I hope that helps. Keep me posted in the comment section because with that call of Abraham, I'm seeing this as being something as soon as the next 3 days or so. For some of you guys, like you're already feeling the energy building on this. Okay. And strong Aquarius, Gemini energy, but you do have Cancer and Tauruses here with Libra. There's Capricorn and Pisces. And you or them could be born on the 12th, the 21st, the 26th, the 9th or 29th, 19th, 15th, 16th, and 17th in order now, and the 1st or the 3rd. Okay. So if that doesn't resonate, it doesn't have to be their sun sign though, but man, there are multiple parts of their charts that are energizing when I ask about you. So no wonder you've been losing sleep because you're heavy on their mind. They're keeping you up at night with that cord connecting you two. All right. So I hope that helps, Aries, and I'll see you later this week for your live collective reading. All right. So subscribe, love that like on your way out, and I'll see you later. Bye. I don't know why I'm giggling so much. I just missed you guys. It's cool. All right, next up, let's do Cancer. What? No, Cancer, sit down. Hold on, be patient. I know it's your birthday. Happy birthday, but Taurus goes next, then Gemini, then you. Don't worry, not everybody knows the order of the Zodiac, okay? It's my job. I have to know it, but I remember when I first started, I didn't know that Leo was after Cancer and Gemini's before. It took me a long time to memorize all 12 of them. Then for a bonus round, I just tried memorizing them backwards so I could go Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, and Aries. I just wanted to be able to do it. I don't know. Anyhow, that was a really random archer fact you didn't care about. Let's just read for Taurus. All right, here we go. All right, on to Taurus. Taurus, let's use the Rose Tarot for you. I'm feeling kind of drawn to it, so let's do it. Ooh, Sun card. Nice. Good vibes. All right, what's up, Taurus? How you doing? Let's see what we've got going on for you and the person on your mind for the week ahead. So think about your person. Hey, Mary, what's up, girl? Thanks for being here. What's up, Triple F? How you doing? DMA, thanks for coming, guys. And Dolly. Jane, what's up? Hey, Dream Angel. All right, let's do it to it. Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? Love that like for you guys. You deserve it. I'm here for you guys. All right, Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? Let's do this. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the terrifically tenacious, triumphant Taurians. Here we go. Over energy is the Queen of Swords. Wow, this here shows that you're protected. If anybody tries to approach you in the wrong vibes or try to put some black juju spell on you, it ain't gonna work. You got some serious guardian angels. How do you talk to an angel? I don't know why. Whoa. Page of Pentacles. That's one way to talk to an angel. And the Two of Swords. Have faith because judgment's being cast upon them. Whoa. This is deep, dude. Okay, let's see. 3 of Cups. The energies around you says you guys are supposed to be married. What did they do? Some of you guys might actually be married. Star card, 9 of Wands, 7 Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. They're stuck. The Wheel of Fortune is a roundabout right now where they need to make a choice because they're going around in circles in this roundabout, and they need to make a choice. This person is the king or queen of in and out energy, coupled with a little bit of attention-seeking behavior. Page of Cups. See how they don't act their age totally, you know? But with that star card in the Nine of Wands, it's like Copernicus figured this out many moons ago that the whole world does not revolve around your person. So a bit of the ego and the entitlement seemed to be strong with the Seven of Pentacles, that every time they would like snap back into things, they would regret it. They would always speak without thinking and then be like, oh, I'm sorry I said that. Didn't mean to say that. Didn't mean to say that. And you're like, well, it's not like I can unhear it now. You already threw your dig, right? But they just thought you'd be okay with it. Sweep it under the rug, Nine of Wands. They're like, oh, don't, it's no big deal. Sorry, I overreacted. And you're like, wow, when are you going to learn not to overreact, right? Open mouth, insert foot a little bit. And the Queen of Swords shows, like, come at me energy. They'd like to see a little bit of peace between you guys. This could be a Cancer because you got strong Cancer energy across the top row. But Aquarius and Sagittarius are here. That's more Cancer and then some Taurus vibes. Somebody here's got a Cancer moon, which means that new moon in Cancer just activated. Three of Swords, the Fool card, Eight of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So there's a bit of regret here because whatever they did completely upsetted the stability of your life, like affected your home, your work, all of your Ten of Pentacles energy. This person chopped it with the Three of Swords. And it's kind of like every time they snap back to it, man, totally could be like an age difference or something between the two of you guys. Because the I'm sorry's didn't keep working, you know? Every time the going gets tough, they just run away. The Three of Swords in this case is just the fear of commitment or the fear of like growing up, like Peter Pan. I'm not a doctor, but I feel a lot of like medical jargon, fancy talk things. Just to show that this person wasn't used to being in a relationship and the intensity of this became overwhelming and they self-destructed. The Magician card on the World's card, and they had to close that cycle. Otherwise, it would keep happening. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like they get into the vibe of being like, okay, that's it. This fight's getting intense. This conversation's getting too much. I am running away from home. But then they remembered you were making macaroni and cheese for dinner, and they're like, crap, I got to run away from home tomorrow, right? Every time they go, instead of just being like, could I take a walk? Could we take 5 minutes? It turned into this whole thing. You know what I mean? But every time this would happen, then it'd be like, okay, this is weird. For some of you, they vandalized your car or wrecked it in a car accident or something, drove it under the influence, or somehow for some of you, this might only resonate to maybe 3 to 7% of you guys, but they did something to your car. Could be a Libra or a Cancer. Could be a cardinal sign because Aries and Capricorn are here too. You're making me work for this, Taurus. A lot of this feels like it's kind of like in the black Sharpie files parts of your brain that you're like, we don't need to bring all this up, Three of Swords, right? I keep hearing why Johnny, you know, came home late on booze and pills. The vice has definitely gotten in the way of the connection. Three of Swords doesn't have to necessarily be another person. The Three of Swords can be a noun, a person, a place, or a thing. And in this case, I think it's the vice. The addiction kind of took over their brain. And it was almost like you weren't even dealing with them or talking to them. You were talking to the addiction, right? And even with everything they were putting you through, you knew there was a good person inside there with the Fool card. The world had just gotten to them. Some of you guys have recently changed your hair color up, or you're planning to. The thing on that is, it's like, yeah, maybe it's a vibe of seriously like they're a good person, Archer. They're just kind of hooked on the devil's lettuce or the devil's juice, you know, sipping on gin and juice, to whatever that resonates. Okay. Aquarius energy is here too. All right. Aquarius, Leo. You know what? I really get some strong vibes. It's either like Aries energy or another Taurus. So that's either like maybe their sun sign or the part of their chart. Maybe it's even the big part of their chart, like Jupiter, Saturn, maybe even Uranus. That star card shows that they had to clean up their act. The Four of Wands. For some of you guys, this was the twin flame. Even if it is the energy of just the runner energy or the running away from home, or even having you look into energies on this. Yeah, the Five of Cups. For what I'm feeling off of this is that for you, it's not even like a friend or a person or whatever. There is some kind of a vibe off of here that whatever their vice is, they're getting called out on it. Like, Okay, this might not resonate to all you guys. Some of you guys, maybe it's an addiction to money or sex or internet or their cell phone, themselves, whatever. Okay. For like 3% of you, it's third party energy. Okay. But on this Five of Cups, the Star card, what that's telling me here is that it's somebody like a doctor or somebody very, very higher up, very smart, very gifted, doctor, lawyer, judge, something. Okay. That simply looks at them and says, if you continue on this path, on this road, you might as well go ahead and like find your cemetery plot now, because like nobody dealing with this lives into a ripe old age. That kind of a vibe. Okay. And they're literally like getting faced with their mortality. It's a little deeper, but it's the way that it's going. So this is the first time that that's facing into this to have to lead to clean up their act. Okay. For some of you guys, it's actually an addiction to anger. Their anger management circuit isn't really even functioning properly at this point with the Magician card, but the World card on the Eight of Cups, they can overcome it. Okay. Could be a Pisces or a Virgo for some of you guys. Leo energies here, Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, and Scorpio too. Man, a lot of repeating threes. The repeating threes are stalking you guys too. Maybe you or them are born on the 3rd, the 13th, the 31st. Maybe even like the 3 could be in the month, the day, or the year of your guys' date. And some of you guys are actually born on the same day, but just, different months. Like, I don't know, March 16th, and then you've got like December 16th, something like that. Okay, I'm not making sense. This person did put you through a lot, because even I'm feeling the vibes off it of like this person's a lot to handle, especially for those of you that it is a twin flame journey. This does lead to a dark night of the soul that takes on to an awakening. And this one's of kind of some epic proportions, okay? The entitlement and the self-centeredness circuit, they got to learn how to like develop some situational awareness and take that into consideration. And I just got chills, Taurus. It's like I didn't even shuffle the deck. It's the Four of Wands. That wasn't even like a 9 volt to the tongue. My hairs are standing up. Like I got goosebumps. The twin won't go away. But with the Justice card, see, they've even had to pay off the karmic debt. And somebody higher up told them otherwise. And that's what got to this point. So once they finish with the self-centered entitlement circuit getting fixed up and reprogrammed up in their brain, it wasn't quite wired right, okay? It's a result of how their parents treated them, though. They always had to fend for themselves. Very feral cat, Leo energy. But the thing on it is, though, is that they'll be ready once that happens. Even for those of you that are dealing with the twin flame that you thought it would never happen, never come back, never going to work out. Some of you guys, this is just recent, but even your twin flames have found their justice. This is actually the first one that, as the astrological meteorologist, I'm going to issue a reunion warning. Reunions have been sighted in your vicinity, so heads up, button down the hatches, go buy some plywood. All right. For some of you, you or your person's name is actually on the national hurricane list. For those of you in the United States, well, anywhere in the world, but you've noticed your or theirs name is on the hurricane list or tropical storm list. That's kind of like, well, yeah, accurate, right? Especially if it's their name on the list. But I digress. It's okay. The thing on this is, for some of you guys, they'll even show you the chip. Like for those of you that they've taken like AA or NA or maybe like even anger management, like I'm still seeing them showing the chip and being like, look what I've done. Look what I've been through on this one. They will be a totally different person. I mean, addictions do totally hijack the brain. You're going to love them being cleaned up. Whatever the vice was, the 3 of Swords, them cutting it out because of you, 5 of Cups, you're going to love it. And you'd be mind blown. It's so cool at how much they've changed. I love it for you. I hope that helps, Taurus. You keep me posted. Keep me in the loop, all right? We'll do your live. We got to do your live reading later this week, too. This is going to be interesting to see where this one develops more, because they're going through some stuff. So I want to know more about it. But so keep me posted. Leave a comment down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later on for your live reading. Okay, Taurus? I love you. Love that like on your way out, por favor. All right. Caitlin, what's up, hon? How you doing, girl? What's up, Lindsay? Mom. Hi, Mama T. You feeling okay? All right. Next up on Gemini. Let's see where Gemini is going to go. All right. Pop. Gemini. Let's use the Archer deck. Yeah, let's go for it. All right. What's up, Gemini? How you doing? Thank you for being here. And I hope you did have a good birthday season. And this is the best solar return for you yet. All right. So think about your person and let's see what's going on for Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? What's up, Victoria? That was my favorite Spice Girl. Well, just dated myself, but whatever. Posh Spice was still awesome. What's up, Christina? Gemini, I've got the Eight of Pentacles. Either for some of you guys, you work together, or I'm pulling the vibes that this person's actually having to do some work and some self-improvement and love themselves better with the Queen of Cups, but they still can't get you off their mind for some reason. Emperor card. Something tells me there's a really big physical distance between the two of you guys. All right, let's see where it goes. Let's find out. All right, give me 2 shuffles for Gemini. We're tuned in. Let's go. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty fly Geminis, because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. Hold on. Okay, let's go. 2 of Cups, Cancer energy. The time is now. I literally just heard that as I looked at the cards. The time is now. I'm like, whoa. And it had some like assertive energy. 7 of Wands to Temperance on the 4 of Pentacles shows that this person has removed an obstacle to get that pentacle from in front of their heart chakra and take action on this. Something about moderation being the key to this on this one. Maybe this person like was pushy or rushy. The Fool card, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Age difference definitely factors in on this one. It's a pretty big one, it feels like. Or one of you guys have just had more life experiences. But I got the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Rather emotional too. Page of Wands. You got 3 pages. There is no way I can be like, well, Gemini, maybe you'll never hear from them again. I got 3 pages. Pages are messengers. They bring the messages. For some of you guys, they're going to send you more than one text. This might be your word novel. This might be text, text, text. Hey, how you doing? Miss you. Thinking about you. You're like, da-ding, da-ding, da-ding. Stop it. Yeah, I haven't heard from you in this long, and all of a sudden you're going crazy. King of Swords and the 6 of Wands tells me, yep, they are going crazy. So whatever it is, did you two like meet online or something somehow? I don't know why, but something about a rock wall even resonates. Page of Wands, though. Somebody here might, yeah, some of you guys met online, or somebody's in a social media influencing thingy. Some of you guys might even just live in 2 different demographics completely. Like, see how this person's in front of the pyramid in Egypt, and then maybe like you live in suburbia, you know, or something like that. But yeah, Page of Wands shows that the posts they're making, they are about you. Like pretty much so don't worry. It's 2025. Everybody stalks everybody online anymore. It doesn't even matter at this point. Data breach, whatever, right? So, okay. Meanwhile, back at the reading here, yeah, every post they're making is about you. Okay, they kind of got a Gemini on the brain, sort of, a little bit, King of Swords, because they always like put their foot in their mouth too quick. You could, like, maybe you guys just live in 2 different, like, it could even just be like the wrong side of the tracks. And I never liked that saying. My Sage grandma used to explain it and be like, Archer, for all you know, we live on the wrong side of the tracks, so don't ever say that crap. And I was like, well, okay. This person, Silver Tongue Devil, some of their banter and some of their stuff that they thought was jokes and cute really kind of hurt, didn't it? Some of their jokes were just childish or out of place with the Fool card, you know? And maybe it's a bigger difference, like a difference in like race, religion, or something like that. Almost like something that somebody, like some taboo that family wouldn't approve of. But I think it's just these logistics that are getting in the way of things. 8 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Look who's back. It's like, almost like they worry too much about what other people think. But they're starting to realize that those people won't be there for them with the Emperor card. I think some of you, they actually feel like they're out of your league. Like maybe for some of you guys, you make more than them or something. Or you're just more established. You're in a better situation. For some of you guys, they might live with family. But it's got false start energy here on this one. Like they said no to you, but now they want to try something reciprocal. 1 minute they're Devil card, the next minute they're Emperor energy. And it's like, what do you want to do? You want to ride around in shiny BMW, chasing, going to wine samplers? Some of you guys have plans to visit a winery. But the 3 of Pentacles, they're facing a time of a glow up or a change in their life, that it's time to get things back on track. They weren't ready at the time for this. If it had kept going, then without this pause in the action, they would have kept doing this to you because they never learned the lesson. And it's not your fault. You're just an extremely caring and gifted sign. And you really wouldn't have want them to have gone through the dark night of the soul that they're obviously having to go through now. All right. I mean, this is just between you and me. Cross watchers, earmuffs. You love them. You totally do. And I'm not judging you for that. They just did some really stupid stuff, right? Just straight up. You're like, Archer, I want to forgive them. But sometimes, man, I'm like, I got you. Hey, what's up, Gemini misses you too, Cross Watcher. Hey, I'll pick on Gemini in your reading, okay? But no, on this one here, for some of you guys, you thought this person was straight up possessed at times. But it's kind of like at that point that when they're ready at the time for it, for some of you guys, it was a one-night stand, or it started as fun and then turned into feelings. The Four of Wands is back for the twin flame energy on this Gemini. I think some of you guys are dealing with your twin. The thing on it is like, you know how usually how they just usually go with the flow where you're wanting to take things into action, into motion. They're like, oh, I'm not much for titles. Let's just see where this goes. And then the next week they're like talking to a billion other people. I don't know. But the thing on this with this false start energy, it's the indecisiveness never got this off the ground. But yet they still want this to work out. They're just unsure if there's a way to make it work out. I think they fear too much damage has been done. Could be a Libra or a Cancer. Could be a cardinal sign. Your them could be born on the 7th, the 17th, maybe the 8th, the 27th, the 28th, 18th, the 29th is here, the 9th, definitely the 6th, the 16th, maybe the 1st. Even the 22nd and the 24th just popped out. Strong Virgo and Capricorn energy on here too. Then you got Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Pisces is here too, and there is some Sagittarius too. But there's movement. And the fact that they know if they kept in this 8 of Swords energy and kept you on point, that nothing would ever happen. They needed to take some action. Man, there was just a lot of tension between you two. Like I'm literally, my leg is like doing that bouncy thingy. Some of you guys might even do that when you're like sitting there waiting in that and you're like, come on, come on. You're like a little rabbit, right? I can literally feel the frustration and the tension off of this one. The tension between you two, though, is what's even causing more overthinking because there's a lot of like guilt or shame, that awkward silence moment of like, man, after what I did, how do I even make an attempt to do this without looking stupid? If I were their buddy, Gemini, I'd be like, we could start with a genuine I'm sorry and take it from there. And I think that's the vibes that they're getting because the 6 of Wands says it's what you're wishing for. And that's what I do see deep down is like, Archer, I really do need an apology and I really do need to see some change because they say I'm sorry a billion times before and it never meant anything. And I'm like, okay, I got you. The overthinking how to approach you is because they don't want you to hate them. But there is a potential here to talk this out and establish a new beginning between the two of you guys well before we even hit Leo season. But I'm still watching your planet getting ready to go retrograde. This could happen as early as this week or next, okay? Because with that retrograde energy coming back in, especially if they've got strong Gemini or Virgo in their chart, man, it's going to activate them coupled up to this Cancer and Leo energy, all about nostalgia, home, heart, 4th, 5th house. It's Cancer season. Basically, everybody's going to reach out and be like, I'm sorry, I miss you. Can we work this out? And it's going to be like, we worked together 20 years ago for 3 days. I don't remember you. I know, I missed you too. Thanks for remembering me. Cancer season. Okay. Some of you guys could be actually a Gemini Cancer cusper. All right. But that 6 of Wands is a success. That's KP riding in on a motorcycle and actually beating the traffic on Broadway to make it to CMA Fest on time. It's cool. All right. You got a cool outcome in this one. The new beginning energies are here. I'm putting you down for a watch. Conditions are favorable for a confirmation, a communication, and the ability to work this out and some rewards coming your way. All right. So a reunion watch has been posted for your area. All right. So keep me posted. All right. I love you, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you later this week for your reading. All right. Love that like on your way out. See you later. Bye. All right. Next up, let's do Cancer. I miss you guys. I just love hanging out doing this stuff. What's up, sitting on the dock of the bay? Oh my gosh. I want to learn that song now. That's a good song. Sitting in the morning sun. What's up, Soul Latte Tarot? Thanks for being here. Hi, Stephanie. How you guys doing? What's up, Unbelievable? And oh, and Elizabeth's here too. Thanks for coming by, guys. I love you guys. You guys rock. You're more than welcome to come and hang out and be a part of the channel too. But thanks for being here, y'all. All right. Next up, on to Cancer. Do what Cappy Goat's doing, y'all. Let's flood that chat, Cancer. All right. Let's see some crabs. Let's see some butter. And let's make your birthday awesome, shall we? We shall. Because mine's coming up on next Monday. All right. So let's go, Cancer. What? Gemini, it's over. Next time. We'll do it again next week, Gemini. I promise. Okay? Here, I'll be nice with yours. Okay? Here. Okay. Love you, Gemini. Okay, Cancer. What's up? Let's go for it. Cancer, It's my birthday too, yeah, because I'm a Cancer sun too. So I would like to use the Titanic deck for our reading. Let's do it. All right, on to Cancer. Let's go for it. What you up to, Cancer? Happy birthday. I hope you have the most awesome solar return yet, because you, above all else, deserve it. All right, so think about your person, and let's see what we've got for Cancer. In Cancer, drop your birthday down in the comments. And how many of you guys are July 7th Cancers? Because then we're birthday twins. I am too. All right, so let's dig in. What do we have for Cancer? Happy birthday. Here we go. Yep, we're ready. Literally, I popped and the deck popped. Let's go. What do we got? King of Swords, Gemini energy on the Emperor. Ooh, somebody has finally decided to boss up and go for it. They've come to a point where they can't let this simmer anymore. The Emperor's planning to take action after the King of Swords, which, remember, the Emperor embraces all 4 kings. This king thinks before taking action. This person has thought long enough. And with the Wheel of Fortune, they're getting ready to head your way. The High Priestess, you don't even think they remember you anymore. 2 shuffles, 1 and 2. You do still kind of have their heart, Cancer. I just heard that. So on that note, let's love this deck for the crazy, cool Cancerians. Cancer don't want no scrubs, TLC style. Over energy is the Star card. They are being guided right back towards you, and they've done some healing. The overall energy is that this is about healing, and you guys coming together and finding each other every single time. With that Strength card on Temperance, that is all major arcana. And look, they're past the point of even wanting to think about it. It's Murdoch. He's the one that hollered, far to starboard, full speed astern. He didn't have a moment to think. He had to react then. This person's coming to that point with all this major arcana in your energy of just being ready, just like, I got to do it. Press send, make the call, stop by Cancer's house, send that email, send that message. All right. No wonder you're feeling the intensity. Oh, it's the ever classical. Sorry, I forgot your birthday, or happy birthday. How you been? Ooh. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's go. Give me some cards out. 3 of Cups. That card has come out in the same position for all 3 readings so far, and I'm using different decks. How is that possible? Cancer energy on a 3 of Cups. Another card of union. Strong Cancer Sagittarius energy on this so far. Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Swords. That gives me Virgo and Libra. 5 of Cups. Oh my gosh. They actually didn't realize they'd miss you as much as they miss you, but now they really miss you. 5 of Cups. The Hermit card on the Queen of Cups. It's somebody that they realize they're in love with you. Straight up. This person didn't even understand what it was like to be in love because they never experienced it. They've been in relationships, they've been in connections, but they'd never had anybody that loved them like a Cancer. You know, you rubbed off on them more than you know. You're just nervous about letting your guard down or getting your hopes up, because you've gotten your hopes up before. And regardless of how long it's been, it's still that fear of the excitement and the buildup. And then it's still feeling like it's so far away. 6 of Swords. You keep hearing that there's still this strong telepathic connection that you two are working to bring into a 3D connection, isn't it? One of you guys is doing law of attraction, like watching those YouTube videos, how to manifest a text from your person, how to do this and that, manifest communication. So if you're not doing that, Cancer, that means they are. Interesting. The fixed energy is strong with this one. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Sag is still pretty dominant here. You've got Virgo and Pisces showing up too. Scorpio, I mentioned Scorpio. But this is interesting. You got more than one person thinking about you with it being your birthday approaching. There's people from the past whose lives you touched in more ways than you know. For the love of Christ, and Kit's passenger seat, it's the 4 of Wands. We're in some twin flame energy again. This could be the straight up twin, the original runner that brought you here to tarot. Aries energy on that one with the Empress, who's now ready for a twin flame reunion. Heads up, some of you guys, it could be a Gemini, could even be a mutable sign, but I'm having to issue the same warning. There's a reunion warning. Reunions have been decided in your area. Go by the plywood and board doors up, because this is coming in. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. They can't take the silence anymore. The only reason I chuckle, because my girl shows up every time I touch this deck. Violet Jessup comes out. That's my girl. I could tell stories about Archibald Butt, about Lawrence Beasley, but for some reason, Violet shows up every time I touch this deck. She's like, hi, Archer, what's up? I'm like, not now, Violet, I'm working. But this woman, you guys know her story by now. If not, look her up. She's like, whoa, don't get on a boat with her. But this can happen again. The third time's the charm energy on this one. This woman survived sailing on all 3 of the Olympic class ships, and all of them got in accidents. This woman is the definition of unsinkable. Sorry, Molly Brown. Violet wins big time. But yeah, King of Cups, this person's actually done the work and does want to try it again. They haven't reached out yet because they're nervous. That's the biggest part on this one, okay? The thing on it is that with the telepathic connection you guys have, especially with this twin flame energy here, it's not just your thoughts happening, your brain confirming it. No, that is their voice that you're hearing. It's like you guys are two-way talkie-walkies, all right? 5 of Cups, you're feeling so depressed because they're missing you. Like each time you guys both get sad at the same time, it rains or something. It's freaky energy on this one. Because the thing is that, I mean, sure. Okay, so preschool tarot could tell you like that you're on each other's mind, right? And that you know this already. You're Cancer, you're intuitive, right? The thing on it is that you're on each other's mind, but let's talk about them actually talking about you. Because when you're sitting in the 5 of Cups on the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords, this person doesn't even like keeping quiet. They're realizing, like, you know how it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile, right? This person's realizing it takes more energy to stay blocked, to keep you blocked, to not open up, to not reach out, than it does to actually just move forward, reach out, communicate, and get some closure to the past so that you guys can move forward. They're more stuck than you are, Cancer. You know this. But they're working on it. A 4 of Wands on an 8 of Pentacles. They're working on it. All right. I'm giving the cross watcher a point here. They just fear that, like, it's too late. Too much damage has been done. This is a lot of humble pie to swallow, to be like, hi, Cancer, after everything I put you through, can we talk? Right? That would make it, you know, when I see what you guys went through, especially with this 4 of Wands coming out here, I can totally understand the cross watcher's fear on the moon card of, like, after all of that stuff, yeah, I'm just going to call Cancer and be like, whoa, everything's hunky-dory. How you been? They had to hit rock bottom, though, in order to appreciate having you in their life, Cancer. You know, the thing on this is they had some things they needed to work on and overcome, all right? And the biggest part is that, oh my, you know what they haven't hide for you is that they're so used to being abused or neglected. Some of you guys, like, their parents weren't really involved or a part of their lives. And they had to grow up from a really young age and never really experienced a lot of that stuff. The thing on it is that it's a very interesting version of a trauma bond in the fact that you guys had to go your separate ways in order for them to go through the same amount of traumas and karmic experiences that you went through in order to be able to appreciate and respect the love that you give to them, because they weren't really respecting it. They were taking it for granted. Okay? Cross watchers, you know what you did, but also kudos to you for actually doing some work instead of just moving on, you know? Cancer really did affect your life pretty big, didn't they, cross watcher? Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces energy is here, Aries, Leo, Taurus. This person's chart lights up like a Christmas tree for you, Cancer. Holy moly. Wow. Your rhythm could be born on the 9th or the 19th, maybe the 4th. The 29th is here, 24th. The 14th, the 4th, the 11th, maybe the 7th, the 20th, the 21st is here, the 28th, the 3rd, the 18th, or the 30th. And I don't know why, but the repeating 3s seem to be stalking you too. A lot of similarities to the Gemini reading. I think some of you guys might have some strong Gemini in your chart or air placements. Some of you guys might be a Libra moon. Whoa. 10 of Cups, Pisces strong. I don't know why I just said it that way. That sounded stupid. Pisces strong. 2 of Cups on the Hierophant. So the thing on this is the value and respect. This was the programming that they were used to and they had to work to overcome. All right. For some of you guys, like maybe they're from a single parent household. All right. And they needed the other part of the learning experiences to go forward. Okay. But the thing on this is that this is the point. This is the point where preschool tarot would tell you that you just got your 10 of Cups, your 10 of Pentacles to come out into the fruition and blah, 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 blah. But for the tarot readers who buckled down in Zodiac college, what I'm seeing on this one is that, take note, this thing here is that they're going to show up not like a knight on a white steed coming in to sweep you off your feet. That would be the really easy answer. In reality, they're going to kind of come back a little humbled, a little bit of a hat in hand. Think of how you felt with everything they put you through. Now they have to go through all of that to experience the same yin-yang level of karma. So they're going to come back a little hurt and a little injured. They're going to need some of that cool Cancerian loving that you're so good at. All right. A little bit of nurturing goes a long way on this one. All right. But they will be broken and humbled by their dark night of the soul. At that point, that they'll reach out at that point. God won't let them reach out yet. Okay. Not until they're fully done cooking. If they tried right now at this moment in time, they might get cell phone reception problems, or they're drop their phone or crack the screen or something weird like that stuff would happen. But for some of you guys, this could happen as soon as the end of this live. So I'm being told that if they try again, cross-watcher, if you try again, the message will probably go through this time by some whoa. It's not really a whoa. It's just God giving you the okay to do it this time. But that way you guys can begin establishing a real connection in the real 3D world and not just 10 of Cups dreaming about it. Because like I said, at the literal beginning of your reading, the time is now. Gemini energy. All right. I hope that helps. 10 of Cups. Keep your thoughts positive because you got a very big birthday wish being granted. Even if your birthday has already come, God's just want me to let you know that it was a very big wish, but he is still working on it. He didn't say no. He just said, give me a sec. I'll be right back. Okay. So I hope that helps. And I hope you have an awesome birthday and the best solar return yet. Cancer, go and get your crab legs buttered. All right. That was more of a genuine real art. That was more of a real Archer laugh. Don't make me snort. Leo, if you make me snort, so help me God. No, I love you, Cancer. I'll see you later for your reading, okay? Love that like on your way out. Consider subscribing and being part of the fam, and I'll see you later. All right, on to Leo. What's up? Let's go. Leo, Leo, Bobio, banana, fan, Bobio, me, mamo, mio. Leo, come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. Okay, on to Leo. Let's do this. First, now I'm hooked on that. Why is that song in my head? Whoa. Okay, anyways. Oh my God, that'd be a fun thing to do, just a whole separate live, wouldn't it? And just be like, okay, Aries, 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 Bo Bear, and do the all 12. I have no clue where that was going. Okay, it's gonna be that kind of a Leo reading. I still love you though, Leo. Don't worry about it. Because as you know, Leo, you are a pretty big deal. I mean, Elon told me your dominant planet is the sun. The other signs, they just get rocks or satellites, but you get the sun. You're kind of a big deal. Gonna be filthy rich. I'm not stopping doing that unless you ask me to. All right, Leo, what do we got for Leo, Bobio today? Think about your person for the week ahead, or about 2-ish weeks because I'm taking my birthday off. But okay, what do we have for Leo? Oh, that's right, Alpha. You're right. I forgot about that. You dealing with a Gemini, Leo? What's Ivana? Is she a Leo? Oh, that would be hilarious if Ivana Trump's a Leo. Somebody report back to me on that. I am totally curious now. My Sag placement has to know. All right, Leo, let's go. 2 shuffles for Leo. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovable, inimitable, lovely Leos. Here we go. Overall energy is the King of Cups, Pisces energy. Look at you making healing look good. The King of Cups is that king that turns the cup of love onto himself. Queen of Cups pours it out onto everybody. But this here shows that some of the work you've been doing, you're maturing and leveling up. And did I not just mention filthy rich and I got the King of Pentacles? Even my jokes have an intuitive channeled message with the High Priestess. All right? Straight up. 2026, you got money coming your way. I know that is the corniest cop-out on the planet, but I got to call it as I see it. All right? You're working hard to put the judgments of your past, your people around you to rest. You're just still working on finding your way in life. And you're getting ready to open up Pandora's box. This is like a freaking treasure chest of like, whoa. Magician card, 5 of Wands, right into the 6 of Wands. Without even realizing it, some of the stuff you've been working on since 2015 is coming to a closure with the 6 of Wands. Caitlin Petty showing up, riding in on a motorcycle, making it through Broadway to CMA Fest on time. Parting the traffic with the Magician card, too. Some of you guys, traffic and congestion or construction has been plaguing you, but I dig this. Okay, let's go where it's going. Let's do it. 4 of Cups. See, in the beginning of the energies, it's still a little bit of Captain Dry Cup energy, but then you got this connection here, 6 of Cups and the Ace of Wands that reignites that spark for you. It's still in there, even after everything they put you through. This is like a hot water tank that's on vacation mode, and the pilot light is still lit to make things work on this. You are at a point here that you're still working on finding your way in life and finding your cycle. You're just sick of being judged for trying to find your own light, your own purpose, and your own reasons. Don't make me do what everybody else does. Don't pigeonhole me, put me in a spot. I'm Leo. I do me. And it always seems to represent or result in a tower moment, right? The nose knows, and my nose is itching. 7 of Wands, David and Goliath on the 8 of Pentacles, the fine craftsman. Some of you guys work together or you're in the same industry or something too. But what I'm seeing on this is that you're working still to find your way through things after, like the way they treated you, David versus Goliath, was like bullying or forms of verbal abuse. And not just them, but like you faced it in work, you faced it back in school, and it was always something that was rough to deal with. It always, like, you've dealt with a lot of verbal abuse and neglect over the years that has triggered a lot of past emotions, clear back to not fitting in your childhood. Now, with that Tower card, preschool tarot would call this a very chaotic connection, right? But the thing is that any house that's built on sand won't be a solid foundation, but it's got to be built on solid bedrock. A house divided against itself cannot stand. You know what? Deeper into this, the way that they turn everybody else against you is when they made everybody else had to put their 2 cents in, and then you got vilified, right? That Tower card has a lot of energy on it. Whoa, that's heavy, Doc. For some of you guys, the name David might resonate. For some reason, I'm seeing the initials B, J, L, and C. That's an interesting set of messages. Okay. Queen of Pentacles on the Justice card. So you're in Proverbs 31, Proverbs 31 energy, right? Give or take 220, 221. The thing on this is that whatever this is, it's that it kept getting in the way of the connection. I feel like it's more of like an age difference or something really taboo or distinct, maybe like a difference in religion or beliefs. For some of you guys, this could be a same-sex relationship. Libra energy. 1 Corinthians, that's cool. Anyways, Star card. Whatever it is, it's meant to be. But the Magician card on the Strength card with the 3 of Swords, yeah, judgment-free zone. Because you're tired of being judged, and you deserve that. Nobody's got a right to put that stuff on you and leave you all isolated with that Strength card like you're Daniel in the lion's den. The thing on this is that they had to work on their constant lying, their mind manipulation. They got to the point that you just couldn't trust them anymore. A walking sea of red flags. Whenever they would open their mouth, they would just lie like a Persian rug or an Armenian rug. More colorful, but still. Lies, right? And then you'd call them out on it and they'd get defensive or try to project it out onto you. Oh, you're just making that. Oh, or like, for a few of you guys, for 5 to 6% of you guys, they accused you of cheating or you for being unloyal, and everything they accused you of, they were freaking projecting it out because they were doing it. And they tried to make you feel guilty and drag you down because you're Leo and you're regal and you're confident and you got great hair and you're spelt and you're awesome and you're the heart chakra. And they got jealous. Straight up. Instead of being like, oh, wow, cool. Leo and I are on the same page. Like, we're here to help each other. They got jealous of it, right? Nobody needs to do that. Throw in digs and names. Remember, Leo, when you can't out-bully the bully, you can always outsmart them. Bullies are stupid. Straight up, right? Hold on. Puzzle piece. Hold on. Some of you guys might dig puzzles, but this is telling me that your person, that there's like a missing puzzle piece in their energy, in their head that they had to figure out to like find their way. Hold on a second. Let me get that. Okay, cool. All right. Whoa. See how antsy your person is? I am normally not that hyper, but yeah, it was one little thing that they couldn't overcome in their mind, that one little puzzle piece that would fix their brain, you know, their mindset. It's like for some of you guys, they got busted in it. It's really hard to remember all those lies. And they get so busy judging you, throwing you under the bus, that they forget who they told bad stuff to you about. And then they realize with that Justice card, they need to keep their mouth shut and mind their own business. Sorry, Crosswatcher, I got to call it as I see it, okay? This is Leo's energy. Ace of Swords on the Seven of Cups to the Four of Pentacles to that Hermit card on the Queen of Cups. This here is telling me that at this point here is that this is the point where there's a new beginning energy coming in. But instead of telling you that like right out of the gate, they got to crash and burn and hit rock bottom first, Leo. That's the thing. In order to appreciate you first, God will allow their return when they know how to treat you right and not judge you. So like right now, they're getting judged. They're going through a lot of that. This is how it feels. This is how you made Leo feel. This is how it feels to be treated like this. All right. And so that they come back in and go, I am so sorry. I judged you and thought of that this way. And this energy, I see a couple of people that are feeling this. This is the person on your mind. There's a family member that wants to reach out to you and say this. There's a friend or a coworker. Some of y'all, it's your dad. You got like, in lieu of your birthday season coming up, it starts in the energies of the week ahead, in that there's a lot of people working to make some peace with you, wanting to make some peace with you. And I mean, it is Cancer season right now. And basically the definition of Cancer season is everybody reaching out and being like, I'm sorry, I missed you. How you been? Can we talk again? And it's like, we knew each other for like 20 minutes in middle school, right? But you got multiple apologies coming your way. There's a few people that want to mend the fence with you, okay? This is the point there that even they will hit rock bottom at this point, and then they'll come in as soon as God has his confirmation that they will treat you right, because you deserve that. They're turning into a walking green flag, so hang tight. The rewards are totally worth the wait on this. They're working their way right towards you, okay? So I hope that helps, Leo. I love you, and I'll see you later this week for your individual collective reading, okay? Bye. Love you. Happy early birthday, too, by the way, okay? For all the Leos, not just the July Leos. All the Leos. Happy early birthday. All right. See you later. Okay, next up, let's do Virgo. Brandy, what's up? Hey, Stephanie, Balin, thank you guys for coming by. What's up, Randy Rose? Oh, that's right, Brandy Rose, you're from Detroit too. What's up? Greetings from the 248. How you doing? All right, on to Virgo. There we go. And everyone here in the chat, love that like for you. You guys totally deserve it. And even if you don't want to, I know sometimes it's a little bit of a gray area if you've got a bunch of tarot readings in your liked videos. So I get that. It's cool. You don't have to. Maybe just leave a comment or something, like emojis. Just do that. Then you don't even have to share your stuff. Even that would just help. It just keeps the channel and everything flowing. And consider subscribing, being a part of the fam. We're working to get up to 70,000 here for my birthday coming up. So we'd love to have you be a part of it. Oh, dude. Okay. I used to have some friends down in Temperance. I've been down to Monroe in a minute. Oh, I need to go down to Huron River, do some tubing in that again. Met one of my besties at an Arby's in Flat Rock. Oh, memories. I want a roast beef sandwich. I know she handed me a roast beef sandwich when I was sitting in a 78 Thunderbird at one point in my life. I don't know. Anyways, random Archer memory that nobody cares about. Let's dig into Virgo. Virgo, let's go with this deck. Emperor, boss moves. Nice. Hi. Okay. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aries. But let's see what we got for you, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? Tap me in, tune me into Virgo energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you've got for Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. All right, let's do this. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the vivacious, Virgolicious, victorious Virgos, because victory is yours. Cool. Over energy is the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords to the Sun card. This shows here your glow up, the ascension symptoms. The glow up is a result of what this puts you through. The awakening from the dark night of the soul is leading you right towards some happiness. Okay? There's a nice warm front coming in energetically that's going to help bring in some confidence for you and some security. I like that. I was told to tell you you're safe, Virgo. You're protected while you're working through something. 5 of Cups to the Tower card. It tells me you're like, Archer, there's not any magical answer for this. I'm just depressed. 5 of Cups. The Tower card and the 5 of Cups, the Hanged Man, because you waited for a long time for them to make good on this. And you're kind of tired of hearing the whole 3 of Swords, Page of Swords. They are stalking you. They're spying you. You're like, at this point, I don't care. Some of you guys don't even have social media anymore. You're like, let them look. There's nothing to find, right? And it's like you're kind of burnt out on the same old readings. You're trying still to figure out right now, because like they're wanting to talk to you about this, but then they're unsure of how to proceed. 3 of Swords. The only thing getting in the way of this connection is their own brain. It's their own ego kind of stopping them. Knight of Pentacles to the Hierophant. They keep trying to find another way around it or another way out. They're realizing, though, that they said a lot of things in the heat of the moment that can't be unsaid. That Knight of Pentacles is actually pulling a bit of a guilt and a doubt energy off of this one. They're a bit of a doubting Thomas. But the thing is that right now, Knight of Pentacles is time for them to calm down. Some of you guys, they scared the heck out of you. That intensity, their anger was like a freaking firecracker going off. It was really intense the way they got in your face, especially when they were drunk. Ugh, I know, right? This person's not a fun drunk. Some drunks are cool. Tell you the meaning of life. Queen of Swords. Yeah, this person said all the wrong things because in the Nine of Pentacles to the Emperor, it was just an unawoke vibe. But here they're back to that Sun card again. Could be a Leo for some of you guys. But the thing is that they're realizing they said a lot of things in the heat of the moment that can't be unsaid. Tower card on the Queen of Swords. Scorpio, Libra energy on this one. Even Aries is showing up. Very strong Aries energy in your reading. But we've also got Aquarius is here too with Cancer, Libra, and Gemini, Virgo, and Taurus so far. And you or them could be born on the 6th, the 16th, or the 4th, the 12th, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 29th, maybe the 2nd or the 30th. Man, they're a bit of an emotional roller coaster, aren't they? But there is still guilt somewhere in that energy. 1 minute they're manic, 1 minute they're not, 1 minute they're in, 1 minute they're out. And the guilt in the energy now is what's been hard to process. They just needed to calm down and assess everything that they did here. And they would never even give you time to think or process anything. It was like right now, needed now. I think there was like a bit of a problem with controlling their temper. And for some of you guys, it was to the point of like verbally abusing you and really affecting your own self-confidence and your own self-worth, They keep telling you all these rough, negative, limiting talks, limiting beliefs, limiting things. How much before you start believing it, right? You had to heal from all of that. 6 of Pentacles, you did it quite nicely. 8 of Swords, see, they're still stalking and watching and trying to figure out where you are, how you did it, what's going on. Temperance card. They just needed to slow their roll a little bit. 8 of Pentacles, and they're working on it with a Strength card. They've been wanting to reach out to you. They just aren't, like High Priestess. They're not sure if they should even at this point. It's a lot of that fear of the awkwardness of like, man, after everything I did, is it even worth an attempt or a try? They're very scared you're just going to go off on them because that's what they're used to. This person is telling me that literally nobody else in their life, in their past, ever returned, gave them a second chance, any of that, Virgo. If I were to ask this person, if I were to ask the cross-watcher, hey, cross-watcher, so, hey, Mercury retrograde's coming up. Maybe you and Virgo will fix things. They would literally look at me and go, Archer, I've lived through a lot of Mercury retrogrades. I've never once had one person reach out, forgive me, move forward, anything, so on and so forth. And I'm like, whoa. Okay. And then they end it with, why would Virgo be any different? And I'm like, you don't know Virgo very well, do you? Right? You saw through their facade. You knew there was a good person in there. The world has just corrupted them. Maybe it's a whole about that whole intense tempered Emperor energy that destroyed the self-worth. But we've got the 10 of Cups into the 10 of Pentacles on the 6 of Wands. Some of you guys, maybe they had to go rogue, go off grid for a while, do some work. The thing is that it's not just you. They got tired of dealing with their ego. They've also slowly started losing more friends, more family around them. Look at them living in a tent by the river, like metaphorically speaking, okay? But some of you guys, they did actually move back in with parents, I'm being told. So at this point here, their attitude is so last cycle that it's not just appropriate any longer. This type of stuff doesn't work anymore. 8 of Swords, Emperor card. You got to do 10 Cups, 10 Pentacles, Emperor card to get into this new timeline with the pole shift that just happened. Uranus getting ready to go into Aquarius. Your dominant rock going retrograde. There's a lot of stuff that's putting you into their mind. They are realizing that this is what's leading to them turning inward and realizing they were the problem. 10 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. The reason why everything goes wrong in their life is them. Now, this is where it tells you that they're going to come back all perfect and beautiful, but that's not how the real world works. Some of you guys did wish them well. And that one phrase you said, you don't know how strong your words were. You or them might even have a dog or an ESA animal. And I don't know why, but something about the Grand Canyon might resonate. I don't know. That's rather specific. But this person here, the thing on this is that I see him coming back rather humbled and somewhat broken, but that's because they had to experience all this stuff. Okay, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. After this healing journey, though, it's a little bit more like you won't suspect this on them to come back the way you wished. And that's kind of what took them through so much of this, was they were a big project. But they have put in the time to do the work. And you, oh, dude, I knew it. That's what it was. They've been crashing on a couch somewhere. They're either back, whoever they're with, it's either a brother or a freaking coworker, a friend or something. But this person's in a really good relationship. Okay. So by them just sitting there and watching this while they're kind of stewing and fretting a little bit, they don't realize it. But just like how their parents plopped them in front of the TV when they were a kid. Okay. Now they're sitting in front of a working relationship. And it's actually part of what's reprogramming them. They're just literally getting used to it because they're in that energy. Okay. You'll dig the glow up. They got the right people out of their life, the right people in their life to actually show them what a true 10 Cups, 10 of Pentacles energy is. Okay. And you know what it is, though? For those of you who suspected that your new person is crushing on you, this is your confirmation that you're right. So if you're not dealing with a past person, not interested, don't care if they're coming back, but you're wondering if that new person is interested, yeah, this is a little bit of your confirmation. Okay, it's either that coworker or I don't know who it is, but you're like, gosh, I really just want them to like me. They do. Confirmation. Totally worth a shot on this. I like it for you. All right. They're going to reach out with a gift. There is going to be some kind of a gift given to you. It might just be a flower or a note or something, but there is something that they reach out of like, I'm really sorry about this. Okay. And if it is that new person vibe, they actually got a present for you for your first date. Maybe it is they bring you a rose or, I don't know, a cologne or something for the guys. All right. But hope that helps. Love you much. I'll see you later on this week for your live reading. Okay, Virgo? Love you. Bye. Dude, we're like killing it tonight. I dig the energy. I love you guys. You guys are awesome sauce. All right. Let's get into Libra next. We are knocking this out of the park. You are welcome, Amber. Thanks for being here. You guys rock. It's just so fun hanging out with you guys. Hi, Donna. How you been doing? What's going down? What's up, Angel 111, 1111, Jen? What's up, Night Drive? How's it going? Dude, Night Drive, I actually took a minute to read your whole thing. Night Driver, like, and Baywatch too. You got both Hasselhoff shows in that title. I love your screen name. It rocks. And thank you, mods. You guys rock too. Thank you guys for helping out. Hey, Grace. What's up, Mr. Chico? All right. Let's do Libra next. Let's see here. Okay. What up, Libra? Give it up for the cardinal air sign. Let me just, hold on. Let me hydrate. Hi, Sapphire. Spinny hugs. Okay, Libra. Let's go with the Crayola deck. Page of Swords. Oh, nice. Okay, we're going to dig in deep on this one. You ready to spill some tea on your person, Libra? Let's do it to it. All right. All right, Libra. What's up? How's it going? Thank you for being here. Love and appreciate you very much for it. Consider subscribing, being part of the fam. All right. Let's see what we've got for Libra. Think about your person, Libra. Let's see what we've got for Libra. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What do we have for Libra? All right, let's do it. 2 shuffles. Here we go. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovely, lovable Libras. Case dismissed. Let's go. Over energy is the 5 of Swords. An end or a close to a grieving cycle that you guys have been dealing with. The World card, literally, I just said that. The end of a cycle. Empress card, the Magician card, and the King of Pentacles. Holy moly. Have you been heavy on their mind lately? But the 5 of Swords is like they're being breadcrumbed as a result of some karmic debt for breadcrumbing you. It's like God's like, spot for spot. 8 of Swords. They're just as stuck as they made you feel. Man, Cancer season is definitely about getting like karmic balance restored. That Jupiter and Cancer energy along with Saturn's movements. Whoa. This is interesting. For some of you guys, money was definitely a problem. They were spending way more, or you were financially supporting them, and while they were chasing their dreams. Because look at them ignoring the bills on the Two of Swords right there. Oh, no, past due, final notice. That's okay. We'll just deal with it later, tomorrow. Eight of Swords. Meanwhile, you're trying to hold everything together, right? And you know what? Like how you'd send like text after text after text, air energy, and then I don't like this part either. You'd get back the whole Page of Pentacles. You get back the whole, okay, yeah. Or even worse, okay. You're like, I put a lot of thought into all those text messages, and you bounce back with, okay. You know, could be a Cancer or a Gemini, maybe a Leo or a Capricorn, Taurus or Scorpio. Your them could be born on the 2nd or the 22nd. Does look like the twos are following you. A lot of repeating twos. The 8th, the 28th, or the 16th, 15th, or the 5th, maybe even the 30th. The repeating twos are really strong. Or somebody's a life path number 2, maybe even a 4. Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, into the Emperor on the 5 of Cups with the High Priestess. They're not letting it show how much losing you is affecting them, you know? And some of you guys even feel guilty for missing them. You're like, well, wait, no, I'm a Libra. I'm supposed to only want new people in that. And this, it's not, I can't miss somebody. You totally can miss somebody, 5 of Cups. Even some of you guys might be widowed and grieving the loss of your spouse still. Condolences for that too. Now, the thing on this is like, especially when they would go Casper the Silent Ghost vibes on that 5 of Cups, because see the ghost back there? Even when you needed them the most in some rough 5 of Cups situations, like they're, I'm with you in spirit, but they weren't there, you know? And yet then later you would go look, and according to their social media, they're living their best life without including you in it. And you're like, what's up with that? But no time to talk to me, right? Aquarius energy is strong on that one, where they had them at a point that they were walking on thin ice. Almost to the point that you feel bad for loving them, because it's like, heaven help me, why do I put up with all this? But it's a judgment-free zone. You're not in the wrong. You're okay. Remember, you're allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want, okay? And the Ace of Cups shows that in this case, this past person's returning in the new energy. This is the vibe of like what my grandma Sag used to tell me when she taught me about the Ace of Cups, that in order for this to be a person that returns so the cycle doesn't repeat itself, they got to do the work. So they come in an Ace of Cups energy. Your person is coming into that Ace of Cups energy. You just would never suspect it in the High Priestess energy, okay? Could be a Pisces or a Cancer, or they might even have some strong Pisces Cancer in their chart. Leo and Sagittarius are here too. Oh, cool. Side note, for those of you who do frequent the coffee shop and you think that the notes that are written on your coffee cups are just like, oh, wow, that's just them doing their job. They're being nice. They're doing what they have to do. No, that barista is totally interested in you. You get the cutest, most cutest things on your cups more than anybody else does. Just so you know. Do with that what you will. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, because this person still wants to establish a much solid foundation than what they ever offered you before. Okay. Oh, you did try your hardest. They're just realizing that no one could understand them like you. And on a side note, that no one could put up with them like you either. 10 of Pentacles. Some of you guys did live together or had plans to move in together, and this affected the stability of the connection. Well, I do see for a few of you that like you showed up to all your stuff out in the street, out on the front porch, and you were like, whoa, I didn't even know what was going on. And then you had to go and find a new place or a new place to stay. They didn't even value your possessions and chucked them out the door. Talk about hot-headedness. And now they want to fix it, though. They've been through a couple big losses as a result of what they put you through. But the thing on that is, 2 of Cups, the time's approaching on this one. Because some of you guys have even been feeling like reaching out with like an ultimatum or something that's like without knowing it, they're doing it at the same time. 2 of Cups. This is one of those vibes that you guys are both getting ready to like, well, and another thing. No, and you first. No, you what, who, what, huh? You guys are not mirroring, but you're actually paralleling each other, Libra. You're both doing and feeling the same way. Hey, Caitlin, what's up, hon? What's up, Feisy? How you doing? The thing on this is that you tried your hardest because you really wanted things to go long distance here. And they're just realizing that it's kind of like picking your battles, because I'm hearing the Beatles song, Let It Be. Somehow that might even resonate to you. It's like when they have those quiet times alone, They can't keep fighting their feelings for you. 5 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. They're just nervous about taking a shot at this one because of what they've been through. Okay? There's a little bit of that weird awkward silence or even a little bit of shame for what they did to you, because it's like they know they can't keep fighting the intensity of this connection. That's the thing. It's totally the teapot analogy. All right, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo, could be a Cancer or a Capricorn. Aquarius is here too. There is Pisces and Libra. Yeah, it could be another Libra for some of you guys. Or some of you guys work together. Some of you guys do still live together. It's just a really awkward silence thing going on. Virgo energy on that. You of them could be born on the 1st or the 11th. Man, the 2s and the 1s seem to be stalking you. So if there's a 2 anywhere in yours or theirs birthday, month, or year, that should click into it, because the 2s are like 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords. Literally, if the 2 of Wands shows up, we got all 4 2s on this one. Angel number 222 is pretty powerful too. 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and right to the Hierophant with Temperance. I knew it. They're getting ready to come to a boil like a teapot. They can only keep this bottled up for so long and act like everything's fine, everything's hunky-dory, before they actually got to own up to it, okay? So the thing on this is, it's like they can't ignore the elephant in the room anymore. So all of a sudden, no one has time for them, just like they never had time for you. And they're like, whoa, why is everybody all getting busy and getting involved and getting in such... Yeah, they're realizing they're becoming the third wheel, Libra. The thing on this is they had to go through this part in order to learn this lesson, Taurus energy, Hierophant, and then come back and correct for a talk with Temperance. Okay? So they had to learn to be much more genuine, honest, legit, Sag energy, in order to let this progress forward in a way that it's supposed to, in order to let it get back on track. I think here, this is like in the next week or two ahead. For some of you guys, they won't be able to fight it much longer, all right? Either you've already gotten the message from them or you're going to. I think for those of you, especially if you are thinking of sending them an ultimatum or a text, they're totally going to beat you to it, okay? Like you might be like, okay, if I don't hear from them by Saturday, I'm sending them the text. Friday night, they text you. You know, that sort of vibe, all right? So keep me posted. I hope it helps, Libra, and I love you very much. And I'll see you later this week for your live collective reading too. All right? Love you, Libra. Wild Sunchild, oh my gosh, thanks for coming by. How you doing? What's up? Hey, Lily, my pleasure. You're welcome. All right, let's see. Next up, we're gonna do Scorpio. All right, and everybody that's coming by and hanging out here on TikTok, if you want to come back and check out the readings, you are more than welcome to come over and check out the channel on YouTube. The link's in the bio. All right, and if you are here, like, share, comment, subscribe. All right, we'd love to have you be a part of the fam. It's cool vibes here. All right. You're welcome. My pleasure, Kat. Thank you for being here too. All right. And thanks, mods. Love you guys. All right. On to Scorpio. I want to use the Rose deck. Let's go. Cool. Oh my gosh, the Four of Wands is still here. This is literally like a twin flame deck on my table. That Four of Wands wouldn't go away earlier when we used it too. Did I use this for Taurus? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus because something drew me to this. Let's find out. All right. What's up, Scorpio? How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Love that like and consider subscribing to being part of the fam. All right. But let's think about your person. Tap me into Scorpio's energy, please. And thank you, God. Scorpio, Scorpio. Wherefore art thou, O Scorpio? 'Tis the east, and Scorpio is the sun. Would a Scorpio by any other name still be just as sweet? Totally. Definitely. And yup. So let's go, Scorpio. You had me at hello. All right. What do we have for Scorpio? Give me 2 shuffles, please. And thank you. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful, somewhat sly, sexy, smart, all around awesome Scorpios. Let's go. Okay, that was me just being nice and thinking up words. But the Knight of Cups, you got somebody that's almost as sweet of a talker coming in, and they don't mean what they saying, okay? Because you're like almost to the point of regretting your investment in them. I got chills. The Four of Wands came back. I said this was the twin flame deck. The World card of this one shows completing a cycle with your twin flame that leads from the Ace of Swords into the Ace of Cups. There's an offer coming in here, a new energy. Something you didn't suspect them to do, they're doing. All right, let's see what we got. The Emperor. Oh, pretty much. Yeah, they're awakening and they know what they want with the Three of Wands to the Nine of Cups. They got a little bit of a fear of missing out, little FOMO vibe, because the devil's stopping them from the Six of Wands. The Two of Wands on the Page of Swords shows they're already stalking you online. They've been looking you up more times than not. They think all of your posts are about them. Even the posts that aren't about them, they think are about them. Okay? So you guys are stalking each other digitally. That cancels each other out right there. No harm, no foul. The devil is what's stopping them from moving forward, making the decision with Two of Wands to work things out with you on the Six of Wands. And the devil's the one stopping in here being like, oh, after what you did to Scorpio, they're never going to love you. They're never going to accept your apologies. The devil is blocking this. For some of you guys, you might think they're straight up possessed. You saw below, though, what the real world had done to them. That's what the devil energy is feeling right here. This is the real world, what it did to them growing up, the way their parents treated them, which bled into the relationships they dealt with before you, which turned them into a runner. Okay? The thing on this is that they are at a point where they did not realize they would have this deep of a feelings for you. Okay? And the devil has got the best of them on this one, that like Scorpio will never forgive you for this. Scorpio will never want to talk to you again. It's just their programming. They've been beaten down so much over the years that they turned it into an ego trip, and you took the brunt of it. You know what I mean? Knight of Cups, though, is here. Could be another Scorpio. Strong Aries energy on the twin flame vibes, too. Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, and Leo. And there's even some Aquarius energy on that Page of Swords. Interesting. All right, let me see where this goes, because the Three of Wands shows they know they need to talk to you. Yeah, Seven of Wands on the Empress with the Hierophant, Ten of Swords. Oh, okay. God's introduced them to tarot. And I could take this down the spiritual road if you want, Scorpio. And I could be like, oh, God has magically affected their cell phone's algorithm because God likes the algorithm because it's void of human emotions. In reality, what it is you guys both clicked accept on your apps that are in your phones, and it all like syncs up to the contact lists and stuff you look at affects their phone. Then when they start looking your way, that's why they start popping up in the people you might know on Facebook. And then meanwhile, on their side of the phone, stuff that you watch is getting into their phone, such as tarot. So they have had some stuff pop into their phone that they don't know why, but it's led them to an awakening where not only now do they believe the jet fuel doesn't smell steel, that they don't know that the earth is flat or round, they don't know how many people shot at JFK, but they also have figured out that you are their divine counterpart. And they don't understand any of it. Okay? It's all Greek to them. It's like they bought the shoe cabinet from IKEA and they don't know what to do now, right? Ten of Swords to the Hierophant. Could be a Taurus or a Gemini, because the thing is that I think they fell off the bad boy, bad girl bandwagon. Like they were doing really good, cleaning up their act, being all about you, trying to make a fresh start for themselves. All right, maybe get out of the neighborhood, get out of the vibes. And they fell off the wagon because it was just easier to go back to being the bad boy or the bad girl, right? It's just a pause in the action, Eight of Swords, because they were scared about making the change and coming out of their comfort zone. So they're realizing how much they made you doubt yourself with their negative self-talk and belittling that got you to the point where you doubted your self-worth just as much as they doubted theirs. Some of you guys, either you or them, are either active or ex-military. Judgment card on the Tower. Yeah, classic twin flame journey coming to fruition on this one, though. Because the thing on it is that they're realizing that they took the worst of their jealousy out on you. And they shouldn't have, right? The Aries Scorpio vibes on this and Capricorn are pretty strong. Cancer and Pisces are here. Leo, Taurus, and Aries. You or them could be born. I think the 10s keep stalking you because I got 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 1010, angel number 1010. That might all resonate. The High Priestess, though. It's almost like this person's going through a bit of a review of everything because they know what they did to you. They've had to work on their own confidence. That's the thing. You tried so hard to build them up. In the Five Pentacles, they were already so down, depressed in their head, insecure. and all that, that their depression almost bled out over onto you. I mean, you're Scorpio, right? So of course you totally feel this. I get it. You're very intuitive at this point. Even right now, your energy is like charged because their attitude and the depression, it was really contagious. Five of Pentacles, that's the health card, you know? Oh, thanks, Colleen. Love you, girl. Thank you. But yet they don't. They realize it. Gemini energy, Libra and Aquarius too. Doesn't have to be their sun sign though. Just part of their chart that activates when I'm asking about you. And the thing on this one here though, is that they're working to overcome the way they overanalyze every single thing. That's 18 swords. That's a lot of overthinking. Okay. That's what got this to the point of them just like almost to a point of driving you nuts or smothering you in a point, because every single time that you did something, every single thing they would do was to try to like clone or counter up onto it, like a bit of imposter syndrome. Okay. Almost like they felt like they weren't good enough for you. And it lashed out by them trying to make you feel insecure and unstable, right? Like, well, if I can't rise to Scorpio's level, I'm going to drag Scorpio down to my level. And that idea or the thought that they could change you. Oh, I like Scorpio, but there's a couple things that I'm going to change about Scorpio. I can fix Scorpio. That was your first mistake, crosswatcher. Scorpio, you are perfect exactly as you are, okay? You are Proverbs 31, straight up. This person, instead of adapting, thought they could change you to their way, and it kind of backfired on them, didn't it? And the thing on this is, some of you guys might even be in the public eye. Either like maybe here online, some of you guys might even work in television or in like Hollywood or the film industry. I mean, it might just be maybe you're well known or local in your neighborhood, but no, I see somebody here that's in the public eye, or has you or them, somebody here, or maybe I'm reading for a celebrity couple. It's possible, okay? So those of you that are here from like the entertainment industry, I got you, no problema. I have total client confidentiality on this. I don't talk to no one about nothing. Eight of Wands, but I'm going to tell you about how they want to move this forward with the Magician card on the King of Pentacles. Your wishing them well has caused them to start maturing, growing up, leveling up, and changing their ways. Some of you guys, what I'm seeing here is that you actually, like they're starting to get curious about what you're up to, about the chance of working things out too. Whatever it is, something about, maybe some of you guys work with the public for your job, or locally you're in that iron. Whatever it is that you're putting up there or posting online, they're starting to get curious about the chance of working this out with you. That probably even explains why they're on your mind more. When you got the Emperor, the Empress, this is the first divine union I've seen all night. Aries, Libra, Taurus energy, even Virgo and Pisces are here too. The thing on this is that they're starting to get curious. And you know what they say, curiosity might have killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. So that might explain why they're on your mind more than usual, because like they're starting the energies right here. I'm issuing a reunion watch for you. Straight up, the conditions around you are favorable for reunion in the energies. We do have a reunion watch on this one. The energies are right. Yeah. For some of you guys, they're either going to come to your work or call you. That's what I'm seeing happening, straight up. All right. But keep your phone nearby you and heads up. I got a feeling you're going to be the first sign to hear from your person. And you're going to be a bit of a domino that starts all the rest of the reunions and that happening. Okay. So keep me posted on this. All right. You or them could be born on the 8th, the 7th, the 3rd, the 9th, the 6th, the 26th is here. Definitely the 10th, the 20th, or the 30th. The 14th, the 4th, the 24th, 29th, the 3rd. And for some reason, September 2nd is a date that means something to you. Okay? So I hope that helps, Scorpio. Hang around, subscribe, be part of the fam, and I'll see you later this week for your live collective reading. All right? Love you. All right, next up. All right, let's see what's up for Sagittarius, shall we? We shall. All right, on to Sagittarius. Here we go. Hold on just a sec. Pause for the hydration. What up, Rahama? How's it going? Dreaming with Tess. What up, girl? Okay. Cool. All right. Next up, let's do it. Let's see. Sag, let's use the shadow deck. Okay, cool. All right. What up, Sagittarius? How's it going? Thanks for being here. And let's see what we got for you and the person on your mind. So start thinking about your person. All right. As you know, I'm Sagittarius's protector. It's why I'm Archer. All right. I've been nicknamed the Sag Whisperer by my bestie, and I'm honored to have that title. All right. So I am here for you. All right. So let's see what we got for Sagittarius and the one on their mind. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What do we have for Sagittarius? Yeah, for Sagittarius. All right. Give me 2 shuffles. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the sassy Sagittarius. Here we go. The only sign deserving of 5 syllables. You totally thought I wasn't going to say it. No, I'm just teasing with you to make you laugh and giggle a little bit because you've been sad lately, okay? You still are the only sign deserving of 5 syllables. It's the thing. And no wonder you're tired because we have the Fool card here. It's like Sagittarius 2.0. You're creating a new living being. It literally goes with that short I posted earlier today on YouTube, on all the platforms, actually. You know what I mean? That it's a lot of work to reinvent yourself and level up. All right. The ascension symptoms might even have you feeling a little bit of the sinus issues or not sleeping right. The time apart is actually hurting you both, though. 4 of Wands on the Knight of Wands. This is a deep soulmate twin flame connection because when I'm pulling the ark being brought to Jerusalem from the biblical shadow deck, this is going deep into both of your guys's, like your actual energetic blueprints. Okay. I went right into God's office for you guys because this is a serious connection. And I'm like, God, I can't do an intuitive energy read. I need to see Sagittarius and I need to see Sagittarius's person's blueprints. And he's like, no problem. I'm like, perfect. So let's see where this goes. All right. Could definitely be dealing with a twin flame. We got the Page of Pentacles. Well, really? Seriously? For the love of Christ and kids passengers. This is a good one. Sagittarius, you're beating the devil in the week ahead. Your dominant rock moving into Cancer. Literally Toby just took a flying leap off a short bridge on the end of the table. You're beating the devil energy in the week ahead energies. Oh my gosh, I dig this. Capricorn vibes. In fact, yeah, you are beating Toby. I like that. Let's see. Give me a better card. 5 of Swords. That's a lot of work to do. But it leads you to the 6 of Wands, 3 of Swords on the 10 of Cups with the Death card. The transformation in this relationship is happening exactly on time for when it was supposed to. 4 of Wands on the Fool card, the twin flame energies. I got to call this one right now from the Archer Astrology Meteorological Weather Center. Remember, Sag, I made it through a little bit of specs hard. All right. Oh, some of you guys are dealing with a Scorpio. Thanks, Mac. Thanks, Cappy Goat. Or you're a Scorpitarius. I don't know. Anyhow, sorry, Sag. I got excited. It happens. Fool card on the 4 of Wands. Okay. That is some of the fumbleness of a twin flame journey, but it's a lot that you've been on. They're feeling a lot like they let you down somehow and that they've been thinking a lot about this because they did a lot to shatter your trust, and that's a lot to rebuild. Once a Sagittarius' trust is broken, man, that is a hard one to rebuild. This person is 5 of Swords. You guys are both grieving this connection. I like seeing the 5 of Swords here because that does show that you guys are both making it through those 5 stages of grief. And with that 4 of Wands on the Fool card, no wonder it was like this, but it does lead to success. For some of you guys, it's going to even happen before Leo season because in the 3 of Swords on the 10 of Cups, this person knows they affected their future. And you guys are supposed to be a part of each other's future. The blueprint is telling me you guys are supposed to be married with kids right now, but somebody wasn't ready for it. Fear of commitment due to how bad that they were treated beforehand, and it wound up leaking out onto you. You just felt like they never fully had your back on this one. You couldn't trust them. And like you're both trying to just keep some sort of peace in your lives, but neither of you really have it without each other. 6 of Wands. There's a successful union on this one. Some of you guys might feel like you're not there already yet because you've been hearing on tarot channels about like, oh yeah, you got to love yourself first before you love other people. And that's a little bit of a pigeonhole vibe, because looking at your blueprint here, Sagittarius, it's telling me you indeed are one of those people that you do need someone in your life that is equal, reciprocal, honest, loyal, and committed. You are not destined to be alone. That's why you do still feel the energies of love, and you don't follow the standard Sagittarius readings or energy of like, man, who's got time for love? I got stuff to do. But in this case, you really are about the love. 10 of Cups. That's the thing that you felt was going in this direction with here on the Knight of Wands. It's like if this hadn't happened and gone down this way now, it would have continued into a marriage, and it would have been the marriage you didn't want it to be. So it's a bit of protection. The reason all this has happened for some of you guys, this could be 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years, 5 months. But the reason all this happened is because if things were allowed to continue the way they were, they would have kept taking advantage of your heart, and you would have let them because you love them. And don't ever let that change. Don't ever lose those rose-colored glasses, because you're meant to have love. This person was a big project. It's kind of like the Knight Rider car I'm working on building, right? In the fact that like I built 3 of those cars in the years I've been on this planet, and they helped me start up businesses, buy my first house. But then I got to the point when I bought that gas pedal back there that I said, this time I'm building the Knight Rider car that's my keeper. So I'm going to find a big project, and I'm going to put all the best parts into it and everything. This is the one I keep. Best engine, best driveline, original GM fabrics, best electronics, etc. This person is your keeper. I know that all the people you've dealt with up until this person left you on your own, moved on without a backwards glance, right? Everybody always leaves you. They find someone else after you've done all that hard work, 6 of Pentacles on the 9 of Swords to fix them. That's your major arcana. But the reason you'll find out why it happened with the Page of Cups is very much like, why didn't I keep the first Firebirds that I built? They weren't the one that was supposed to be the one. This person is the one that fixes and comes back in for you. And in order to allow that to happen without it jading you and your optimistic approach on life, they had to do this lesson on their own. You would have protected them because you love them. You would have made sure they didn't go through that dark night of the soul. However, that 3 of Swords shows they want to make a comeback on this one. You're just looking for someone that's all in and loves and respects you. 6 of Pentacles on Temperance. And we got the Shadow card. Oh, I got chills off of this. That wasn't even a 9-volt to the tongue, Sagittarius. That was jumper cables hooked up. It's shocking, right? They literally have done the shadow work. This is the Rogue card in the biblical tarot, okay? When this comes in, look at them battling the demons. So much so that they pushed the devil card off the table too. They're beating the devil energy. No wonder Toby's against you too. You guys come together. This is like the Grand Mal top level, highest level reunion energies. This is like an end all be all energy that like somebody didn't even realize in the beginning that there was an end all be all, and it is. Whoa. You could be dealing with a Cancer or a Taurus. Aries is here. Aquarius, Pisces and Libra. Leo's here. Scorpio. Doesn't have to be their sun sign. Dude, this person's chart is fully lit up for you, Sag. You do have an effect on people. And then they all go quiet and they try to be like cooler than you by not talking. It's like that vibes of like, oh, I gotta wait 3 days to respond to Sagittarius. Dude, that is so old. Now, after you've gone on the date or after you've had the fight, apologize. After you got on the date, tell them you had a good time. All right. That's the shadow work. This person needed to open up and be 6 of Pentacles for you. And with the Hermit card, they're doing it. Queen of Pentacles into the King of Cups with the Sun card. It is someone who's practiced self-love and beaten the devil by doing the shadow work. They couldn't phone it in. They had to legitimately do the work. And in that King of Cups, just like my Grandma Sag taught me about that, my November 24th Grandma Sag taught me that when the King of Cups, that's the king that puts the cup of love onto themselves. Confirmation of the Queen of Pentacles that they've done the work. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. But on this here, you guys each are beating your own devils. As a result, this relationship, this connection, it put both of you into a very deep dark night of the soul. Meeting each other changed the direction of both of your lives, didn't it? It was never the same again. And on this energy here, it's that vibe that comes in like some of you guys feel completely played. For some of you, this person is in a relationship and only reaches out to you when they need the boost that their partner can't provide. And you're like, well, if that's your choice, maybe you should have chose your partner wiser, right? But for some of you guys, it's straight up just the vibes on this one that they couldn't get out of their own way, their ego, the entitlement, and you took the bulk of it. Yeah, that would only be for 9 or 10% of you. But on this vibe here is that you're just at the point that you felt like you could do everything and their plans never included you. It's like maybe they should have chosen their partner instead of like always going to things or doing things with other people, your coworkers, friends, or whatever, but never being like, hey, Sag, you want to come along to this event? You want to come to this barbecue? Oh, nope, I got something to do with the guys. Could I tag along? Oh, no, never mind, never mind. They're realizing they shouldn't keep Virgoing and hermiting and shutting you out of everything. That they even thought cutting you out would make everything in their life okay. If I forget about Sagittarius and I walk away from it, my life will be fine. Can't do it. That cord is still strong between the two of you guys. That's why you had the dream about them lately. They've been dreaming about you too. You or them could be born on the 7th, the 19th, the 20th, the 28th, 21st, the 10th, the 3rd, maybe the 30th or the 6th, the 16th, the 4th, the 14th or 24th. Possibly even the 2nd or the 12th, okay? And I literally got every sign's energy here from Aries through Pisces for you. Yeah, all 12 signs are showing up. This is somebody that really had to come to, like, they needed to get all of their birth chart lined up and activated. There were parts of the chart, it was bits and pieces that weren't working like a light bright. Something about a light bright. Light bright totally resonates. Sun card, you are their light. The Ace of Wands, oh my gosh. You're way more than just their light. They like you a lot. It's probably that look you do. I don't know. It's something about your sass. With the Ace of Wands, oh my gosh, they totally haven't let you go. And yeah, they totally still have the photos. And you do too. No harm, no foul. I didn't see nothing. I wasn't looking through your guys' camera rolls. You guys both got them still. You guys still want each other. It's simple. I'm sitting back here on a bench looking at you two being like, so, God, who's going to reach out first? It's totally your person. I guarantee it with the Page of Cups. Who's going to reach out first? The Empress. I'm being told the feminine energy reaches out first. Masculine or feminine, irrelevant, doesn't matter. But their plans are getting ready to include you because they thought cutting you out would make everything in their life okay, but it hasn't. It has not. So what I'm seeing on this one is that they're getting ready to make an approach. 7 of Wands, David versus Goliath with the Moon card. With the Queen of Cups, they're just very scared on how to approach because it's a very awkward moment. After everything you guys went through, they're like, how do I reach out now? Maybe Sag's family hates me. Maybe Sag hates me. I'm just really not sure, Archer. There was so much damage done, you know, that they're very used to everybody leaving them too. You think they got everybody back in their life or all their exes keep. There ain't nobody showing back up for them. Think about what they did to you. You really think they got anybody else from their past? Like, you're the only one that would forgive them. Crosswatcher, Sag would totally forgive you. I know a lot of stuff was done between the two of you guys, but if you're trying to fix things with the Sag, don't let that pass you by. Sag is a good sign, Crosswatcher. You guys could totally make this work. The adventure alone. Pisces, Leo energy on this one. They're experiencing a lot of the feelings they brought out of you. They're seeing things from your perspective too. See, the thing on this is that I'm seeing them approaching in a much more lighthearted way. They had to experience all this to cut out that other stuff getting in the way. Maybe it's the age difference or the fact that somebody's on their Saturn return. It's literally, I don't really got a rainbow unicorn answer for you, Sag, but like we're us, so I'm going to keep it legit. It's not rainbow unicorn. It's just simply the fact that they get to that point that they want to talk to you. They can't take it anymore. All right. And it leads to a way to communicate and clear the air. And I'm going to straight up level with you, Sag. It kind of puts all the cards in your hand, the ball in your court, where you do get to set some boundaries and say, I'm going to give you one last chance. But so heaven help me, this, zero tolerance, done, gone, bye, see you. It's going to actually give you the ability to have enough confidence to set some legit boundaries that they will respect. Okay? What I'm seeing on this one is that you guys will be able to focus on a future together more than the past. So they'll be done dwelling on the past energies too. All right. I like that. Your energy in Cancer, Jupiter in Cancer and Uranus in Gemini is both totally starting to make the changes and the transformations happen for you. So no worries. I totally will watch Uranus for you. Okay, Sag? Ace of Wands. No, stop it. Hush. Oh, Sag, I cannot with you. I mean, I totally could, but stop it. Oh my gosh. I'm done. I'm out. Either way, you guys are totally going to kiss and make up because you both want to, and it's building a lot of Ace of Wands frustration between the two of you guys. Your first conversation is going to last for about 30 seconds, followed by kissing, making out, and then taking the weekend off. So, oh my God. Anyways, I love you, Sagittarius. They love you a lot, and it's going to cause their teapot to come to a boil and get them to reach out, King Cups. But you're going to totally like the vibes because it's a Six of Wands. And it's totally going to happen sooner than you think because this Six of Wands is Caitlin Petty making it through downtown Broadway to make it to the CMA Fest on time. And that's a pretty impressive feat. I'll tell you what. Six of Wands. You guys freaking come together in every single lifetime. I can't even stop channeling messages for you. Every lifetime you guys show up, this same little cat and mouse thing happens. It turns into a really big fight. You guys both get damaged, both get broken. And then after the time apart, you come back together with the Ace of Wands and the Moon card. For me, looking on this from an outside third-party perspective, I'm looking at the blueprints going, oh, good Lord, God, they do this every single time. And God's like, they signed up for it. So it does work out just like it does in every other lifetime. And you guys go on forward to be happy and put this stuff behind you. I love it for you, all right? You keep me posted, Sag, because this is going to happen sooner than I think. Sooner than you think, too, all right? So I love you, and I'll see you later this week for your individual reading. But leave a comment. Keep me posted when you hear from them because, dude, you're Sagittarius. They're totally going to pop like a tea kettle for you, Ace of Wands to the Six of Wands, all right? Stay positive and stay optimistic and happy because you totally hold all the cards, all right? So love you. Okay, next up on to Capricorn. Thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. You guys are killing it. I love hanging out with you guys. We do this every Monday night, so consider subscribing, being part of the fam, the channel. You got it, Cydia. Things will change by this weekend. I just read the message and transmitted to God. You and your husband are safe. By this weekend, the evil eye and the people around them, let's just say they'll be taken care of. And the rest of it's the high priestess energy. Just say thank you when it happens. Trust me, you will know. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Okay? So you don't have to do anything, Cydia. He'll handle it. All right. On to, I'm going to put you down nice. Okay. On to Capricorn. Hi, Cappy. What up? All right. Let's see. Capricorn, biblical. Let's do it. Thanks for being here too, Capricorn, and hanging out with us, subscribing, being part of the fam. All right, so let's see what we got for you and your person, Capricorn. Think about your person. Let's see what we got for Capricorn and one on their mind. Let's feel the damn emotions. I don't know why I'm singing it. There we go. Ace of Wands. Okay. I heard on this with this Ace of Wands, I heard, see the Sagittarius reading for that energy. So either you're dealing with a Sag or you're a Capitarius cusper. But this Ace of Wands, it's totally in the vibes here of a continuation with the Hanged Man of something that you waited a long time for, it reignites a spark. And you got somebody that is way beyond interested in you. And meanwhile, you're second guessing yourself. And you got this other person that's like, I totally want to see Capricorn's Billy Goat legs. Okay, they like the way you oh, that was not nice. Well, it was kind of nice. I don't want to know. Jesus, everybody laughing at that. Get in the Jeep. We're going to the river. Everybody. All right. Six of Swords. Oh no, say it from a lighthearted perspective, Archer. Okay, that's all right. Let's go to the river or not. I don't care. Capricorn. I don't even know where we're gonna go with this, but let's find out. All right, what's up? Oh, that's what it is. I literally just heard Capricorn. You don't even realize it that people check you out more than you're even knowing. You're sitting there like kind of bumming, got stuff in your mind, focusing about work. Don't even realize where you're walking to your car, that everybody's watching you walk to your car because you're really either hot or you're really GQ. Okay, and you're sitting there going, "No, I'm not, Archer. I'm past it." You're just being too hard on yourself. So let's go. Told you. Ten of Swords, you're being too hard on yourself. King of Pentacles, you're a good choice, mature choice. King of Cups, you've done the work. And the Ten of Pentacles, I don't know why. This message is just for the female Capricorns, but I literally just heard, good birthing hips. I could not with you, Capricorn. However, I'm going to tell you, female Capricorns, from a male perspective, that is actually a compliment. Do not take that the wrong way. Men always look for someone that could provide to make a family with them. That's actually a big compliment. All right. It's the complete reverse of, what do these jeans make me my butt look big? Men never answer that question. Run. Okay. Anyways, I don't know where any of that went. Give me 2 shuffles. Let's just do it. 1 and 2. So funny. Let's love this deck for the greatest of all time, the cool, calm, collected Capricorn. All right. Nice. Over energy is the sun. Leo energy. By Leo season, your life's going to be completely different and a lot less stressful. Oh, dude, with the Knight of Wands, I don't think they can even wait till Leo season. This might happen for you even sooner. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. On the star card, something about July 27th and July 17th. Heads up, watch out for those 2 dates. Going to be some good stuff coming your way. Okay, let's see where this goes. King of Swords. Why are you second guessing yourself lately? King of Wands. Oh, I know. Page of Swords. You're like, Archer, that's your job. Sorry. I'm just curious. We're just looking. The World card on the Magician card. Justice on the 7 of Cups. You just want some peace. You're trying to close this cycle out. Gemini and Virgo energy. You don't want to keep having to deal with that stuff. You've been stressed for so long and put up with so many of the same types of people that you're like redeveloping your type, right? This is a Capricorn that sits there being like, well, I must always have the habit of picking the wrong person or the bad girl, the bad. No, I don't kind of see it that way, Cap. You've just been second guessing yourself about this decision you made because you almost feel like you're nervous or worried that it's going to backfire, right? But there's a way to clear out the Red Sea of red flags like Moses and actually bring in some justice into your life and find some balance. Libra energy on this. Gemini and Virgo is pretty strong too. So your mind's been running 1 billion miles an hour lately, and you're kind of just over that because there is a lot of sword energy here with the King of Swords, Page of Swords, and Justice. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy is strong with this one. Knight of Wands, Sun card, the Queen of Pentacles, though. This shows, I literally just heard Dr. Evil. The best part of my plan is no one can stop me. You have a plan for peace that's going to work. You want some love, Ace of Pentacles. You want a fresh start with the Queen of Swords. See, you want a meeting of the minds. You want that relationship and connection that actually makes you think, that loves you for your mind, your body, your soul, and your heart. You want the quadfecta because you're tired of having to fight for everything tooth and nail. You just didn't feel like, you didn't like feeling like that you had to be on guard 24/7, right? For some of you guys, you had to like hide your wallet or hide your keys. There might have been some financial abuse with all these pentacles. King to the Queen of Swords shows straight up bullying, that even though you're keeping a brave face, Paul McCartney, My Brave Face, that song might resonate, but even though deep down inside, you're hurt. You didn't want it to go this way, you know? And it's almost like you're like, well, everybody thinks I'm Capricorn, so I can't let my emotions show. I just got to toughen it up and take it. King to the Queen of Swords. You're a cardinal sign. The time is coming for you to get the rewards for what you've put in. Star card, told you. You're in a glow up here that things do work out for you. Queen of Pentacles on the Knight of Wands to the Sun card. That Knight of Wands to the Sun card won't go away with this person. Even after what they did to shatter your emotions and that, like, they're thinking about how they always react to these things, that it never felt fully right the way they did, you know? They've learned a lot about the drama they brought into this. That's why you cutting them out, that gave them the lead to start cutting things out for them. Okay? I do feel for some of you guys, this is a new person vibe, though. It's just that, like, it's like a newer connection that never got off the ground. Maybe they were still working on, like, getting rid of something from their past, like a crazy work schedule, or just this person has been single for so long that, like, they were just never into it. They might even have had to, like, end a relationship or end a separation or something. It's like they were still healing from deceptions of their past. 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. So I'm feeling like this is somebody that never really got off the ground. It's a newer vibe in this one. It's not like a past person coming back and doing all the work. I mean, for some of you guys, maybe 7% of you it is. Some of you guys, it's even just like your relationship status is cool, but you're like fixing something with a sibling or a coworker, that friend you haven't talked to in forever. The thing on this is that they've learned a lot about that trauma that they put into this. And even from you cutting them out, it's giving them time to cut other people out, right? They're kind of following your lead by example here. So I think this is somebody that's like, you guys met online or might be like a friend of a friend or something, but it's like they're following your lead. Some of you guys might even work together. It's just something about the tabooness that's not getting this off the ground that way, Capricorn, right? But there's a way to bring the peace to it. You or them could be born, man, there's a lot of repeating ones and sevens in your energy. So the 1st, the 7th, the 17th, maybe the 27th, the 13th, the 31st is here, the 1st or the 4th, the 14th, 21st, the 12th, the 6th, the 8th, maybe even the 10th or the 17th again. The ones in the, maybe somebody's a life path 1 or a 7. Some of you guys might even have a 1 or a 7 in your address. Interesting. Okay. Oh, but some of you guys are changing addresses too. Judgment card and the Queen of Cups. You're going to love the results of either your home move, your home refinance, or the outcome of like like an apartment lease or a rental agreement or something. There's a way to get all that stuff fixed up. The thing on this is this, it looks like that while you're doing all of like you're just focusing on you, your money, your family stability. You don't even realize that they're like snooping on this and they're learning from you and they're doing it too. Some of you guys might be in the public eye and like it's like somebody from your social media circle that they like your posts or you're an influencer and they watch your videos. But there's something here that it's just like, this is a little weird. So it didn't go anywhere just yet. Some of you guys met at the gym, or you guys are both physical trainers, or you guys both work at the gym. 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups. They're going to call back. They're going to call you back. And if this is a new person, I see you getting some digits or phone numbers as a result of going to like, this is either like somebody's going to invite you to a holiday party or a holiday cookout, okay? Or like a graduation party. You know how like all like people you haven't heard from in forever, when their kids finally graduate, they invite everybody because then they get all these presents, but you get some free food. So what you don't even realize is you've recently got an invite to one of those types of an event, or you're going to, and at first you're like, I ain't got time for this. I don't even feel like doing it right now. Fine, I'll just go, but I'm just gonna buy cupcakes to take. I'm not taking all my time to bake cupcakes. But you go single and you come back with a set of phone numbers, 3 of Wands, answering the call of Abraham. Okay. And the thing is that like, well, you felt like you have to be the people person, be on all the time, be focusing on everything and being yourself and like who and what you want to be. They've even learned some lessons. Okay. They were a little bit behind. Some of you guys might even know that they were like held behind in a grade, or like, this is a weird sign, but maybe some of you guys are in the education, because I'm seeing a split class. Like here in the United States, we would have called it like a 2nd, 3rd grade split. Okay. Something about their age, their birth date might even affected when they started high school or elementary school. I don't know. The thing on that is that it looks like that they're working on catching up to you. Okay. You don't even know it, but with that little bit of a connection you guys have, the spiritual telepathic connection on this one, even for those of you that haven't met this person yet, you're already hearing their energy. It's like one of those, let me draw you your soulmates, and it winds up looking just like this person. Some of you guys have even done that already. But it does seem like on this one here is that things are getting ready to change all in, okay? That one phone call, Ace of Swords, brings some clarity to this whole situation, all right? Could be a Libra, could be another cardinal sign, could be a Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, or Aries. There is really strong Libra energy. Gemini too, though. Sagittarius is here with Aquarius. You've got Pisces, Taurus, Scorpio. Could even be another Capricorn. I'm still being told this Ace of Pentacles. It's a clean break and a fresh start. We've seen the Ace of Wands. We've seen the Ace of Swords. We've seen the Ace of Pentacles. That's 3 aces. Angel number 111. This is part in that red sea of red flags on this one. It just looks like they're working on catching up on all this stuff so that we can get some clarity, clear the slate, and get going on this the way it's supposed to be. I like that. They're going to take some action on this finally, all right? Some of you guys are going to be completely shocked and mind blown, okay? If you are 1 billion jillion % single, no interests or anything like that, you're going to be shocked at the first person that reaches out and takes a chance. All right. And you're also going to really like it. That's just a side note for some of my single Capricorns here. And someone's father knows that you still miss them. They want you to know they still miss you too. And they're still there beside you, and that they're still very proud of everything that you've done and what you've become. Their energy around you is so strong. It's actually the reason that your internet has been lagging. Your cell phone reception is not working. It's that their energy is still around you. Your dad wants you to know that you're doing the right thing, and he's very proud of you. All right? I love that. I hope that helped, Capricorn. I'll see you later this week for your live collective reading. And until then, love that like on your way out. Consider subscribing, being part of the family, and I'll see you later. I love you. All right. Next up, let's do Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Sorry, I don't know. I got into singing mode for a second there. Let's see where we go. Okay. All right. Aquarius. Let's do it. You guys are just awesome sauce too. Love that like for you, because I mean, this is your channel, not mine. I'm here for you guys. It means the world to me to have you guys hang out and be a part of this. Thank you so much. I didn't think anybody ever want to listen to my stuff or my readings, but you guys make me feel loved. I'm truly blessed to be on this channel and be a part of the fam here. So thank you. All right. Onward and forward. Let's see what we've got going on for Aquarius. Let's use this deck, Crayola deck. All right. Let's do it to it, Aquarius. What's up? How you doing, Aquarius? Let's take a peek at what's going on for you and what's on your mind for the week ahead. All right. Give me some thoughts. Give me some feelings. Give me some emotions. What do we got for Aquarius? What do we have for Aquarius? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Woo! 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Whoa. 3 of Wands on the Hanged Man. You're kind of worried about both your money and your love at the same time, right? Hanged Man, 5 of Swords. You got a lot on your mind right now. 9 of Swords. Almost to the point of like, you're like, I miss him, but I got other stuff going on too right now. All right, let's find out where this goes. The sun can... Well, this is like when I watch a movie. If you watch a movie with me, I'm awful at it. I'm a spoiler from crazy. 5 minutes into the Notebook, first time I saw it, I figured it out. But anyhow, here's the end of your reading. Sun card, happiness, etc., and so on and so forth. The outcome for your future on this one. There's an incoming loving, warm front. Like, as the astrological meteorologist here, I'm issuing a relationship warning for you. The conditions are right. Like, relationships have been spotted around you. If you're always a bridesmaid, never a bride, always a groomsman, never a groom, get ready, because somebody's getting ready to hit you up like a trailer. Watch the safety chains. Cross those things. Let's go. All right, here we go. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. What the heck did trailer safety chains have to do with the tea in China? And let's love this deck for the amazingly auspicious Aquarius, because you know I love reading for you. Let's go. 9 of Cups. Oh my God, somebody else loves you too. Look at the dreams. Look at this dream of you and them together. This is what they're thinking about at night. All right. This might even be for some of you, like somebody looking back at photos of like a party that you guys were in together. What's up, Gunther? How you doing? Thanks for coming. What up? 9 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. Some of you guys be dealing with a Virgo, or the 9/9 portal is a big transformative time for you. And this is really interesting, but something about raccoons might resonate or something. I don't know if it's just like raccoons in your garbage can. Interestingly, I'm seeing the scene with the raccoons from the movie The Great Outdoors. Well, that's different than Gideon's Bible, isn't it, Rocky Raccoon? Okay, let's just get into this, because like, this person is really trying everything on their mind to like occupy their mind. Literally, like they're watching documentaries about raccoons. Maybe there's people here that are interested in that. If somebody made a documentary about it, it must be a thing. We have the Star card and the Devil card because they can't fight their feelings for you. And yet they're trying to, because they open mouth, inserted foot, and they don't think with the 5 of Pentacles they can take it back. Whatever they said or did, They don't know a way to undo it. It's like trying to cover up a lie. This is somebody that would call into work and call off dead without thinking that they got to show up to work tomorrow and be like, oh man, I didn't think that one all the way through. They suck at lying. Heaven help them. They want to, they try to, they suck at it. They're literally sitting here telling me, Archer, I'm not good at this, right? They can't keep a secret or a surprise. If they tried to plan a surprise birthday party for you, they would have literally had you doing all the planning. Star card on the devil card. Some of you guys could be an Aquacorn cusper, but I actually do feel some aqua ices too. That's like aqua velvet, but Zodiac style. The thing that it is like, are you wanting to like move in with this person or like to move where they are? Like the devil energy is like a distance or something, right? And being like, well, maybe I can make that work. Maybe I can figure it out. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. The thing on it is that, so you've been like trying so hard not to focus on what happened between the two of you guys. And then like, even at work, you can't get them off their mind because you're living in their head rent free. Cross watchers, Aquarius needs to get some sleep at night. Okay, they can't keep hopping into your dreams and their coworkers' dreams and the other people. They're busy. They need to sleep too. Okay, on this with the Five of Pentacles, Crosswatcher, you're the one that Five of Pentacles them, Casper the Silent Ghost. But a lot of this was because they just had never really been raised right. Some of you guys, they might already had kids or came from like blended family, or they'd already been married at one point. Eight of Pentacles on the Page of Cups to the Empress with the Six of Wands. They've jumped through some hoops and overcome some hurdles. You actually do mean that much to them. And I don't mean like, wow, Archer, thanks. I thought I was chopped liver. I don't mean that. I just mean that if anybody could make this person change, it would be you. Full card. You know, somebody here works in construction, but the thing, or you live near construction, and it drives you crazy. But like you've been at a point here where I'm seeing that you're still like kind of just making it through the everyday vibes, the everyday energies, just wondering why it keeps like, why do you know that they're getting ready to reach out? It's like Five of Wands. It's like you're starting to train for the message to come in and you just know it's coming. Six of Wands, Knight of Wands with the Tower card. Okay, so the reason they haven't taken a chance or reached out yet is just because they realized on the Judgment card, after some reflection back with the Hermit card, they self-sabotage. They threw the monkey wrench in. They threw the monkey wrench in that started this Tower moment, didn't they? You know, they haven't gotten this off their mind any more than you have. That's the thing on it. Really hard to reach out and try to mend the fence when you're starting to realize how poorly you treated Aquarius, right, Crosswatcher? I could see that. That's a lot of shame. That's a lot of guilt. They're just acting closed off, but it's like they're still wanting. Why are they still waiting for you to make up your mind? Judgment card. Oh, okay. Regardless of whose turn it is to text next, this person thinks they're waiting for you to go first. For some reason, this person thinks that it's your turn. Pickleball match. Seven of Wands. Oh, because some of you blocked them because of what they did to you and cut them off. Nine of Wands. Well, then, okay. No harm, no foul. Somebody here might be a musician or a singer-songwriter. Okay? Maybe even in the public eye. The thing on this is that some of you guys thinking they don't want to talk to you at all because of like how you yelled at them. That's why you're blaming yourself. No. Hold it. Aquarius, with the energy I'm seeing of this, they deserved it. You stood your ground. Don't feel bad for yelling at them, especially if they were hiding a sneaky link or they were still involved with someone or getting out of something. You know, they did slow walk because they didn't want you to be made into a third party, but there was no way to keep that a secret or under lids for a while. That might only resonate to maybe a few of you guys, but I got to get it when I see it. Because the Six of Wands shows them succeeding and jumping across those hurdles. All right. Somebody here actually is a runner, done 5Ks and stuff. But yeah, this is Caitlin Petty beating all the traffic on Broadway and making it to CMA Fest on time. It's easier to raise the Titanic than to get anywhere on Broadway during CMA Fest. Right? And you can't raise the Titanic. That's cool. The thing on this is, though, is that they're working on this. So some of you think they don't even want to talk to you because of how you yelled at them or whatever. But yet they're sitting here thinking like you don't want to talk to them. You're thinking that the thing is you guys both want this to work out, but it's almost like you feel like you're martyring each other for it. They're just scared out of their mind that you're not going to let them forgive them. And the only reason I'm coughing and laughing is because they are literally getting all choked up about this. Where literally they're actually so in their head that you're going to reject this that they won't even take the chance. It's a fear of the commitment or the fear of failure on it, because they know when they reach out to you, that's basically a marriage proposal. You're not going back to the friends with benefits zone. You're not going back to the lying plating zone, letting them go out and hang out at the bars every night with their girlfriends or their guy friends. They're going to have to be about you. Basically, they know the text message that they send next is a marriage proposal. That it's full-time, long time. Let's go. Let's do this. So that's a bit of why they're acting closed off. Okay. What I'm seeing on this one, though, is that there's a way to work both of this out. The things here, regardless of how long it's been, neither of you are really acting on what you really totally want. Page of Cups. Okay? There's a little bit of lost in translation, Bill Murray energy on this, in the fact that everybody's unsure of how to proceed. That's all this is. Now, I feel like on this, though, that the time apart is going to grow you guys stronger for each other. Page of Cups. Okay? Could be another Aquarius for some of you guys. Capricorn or Taurus is here. You of them could be born on the 25th or the 5th, the 16th, the 3rd, the 5th, the 2nd, the 4th. The repeating 2s and 4s seem to be stalking you right now too. All right. And somebody here is life path number 6 or 9. Or you might be 8 of Pentacles working on Nikola Tesla 369. Man, you're in some powerful energy right now. I feel like this time apart is going to let it grow stronger between the two of you guys, and the silence brings in the energy for them to take action. All right. It could even be as soon as this week for some of you guys, because as I looked at the 6 of Wands, I heard 6 days. So this is energy for the week ahead for some of you guys. So hang tight and keep your phone nearby you, because what I'm seeing on this is a way to successfully make peace. Okay. You actually do get what you want in the outcome, because you're the one that wished them well. And you thought that didn't mean anything when you said that to him. But guess what? Your words are way more powerful than you realize. I love it for you. That's cool. All right. So keep me posted on this, Aquarius, because you're not going to be down in the dumps much longer. You, I cannot with you, Aquarius. It's the Ace of Wands. Aquarius, they totally want to be beamed aboard your spaceship. And Aquarius, we all know what happens on alien spaceships. So yes, I'll keep watching Uranus for you. It's a dominant planet for you anyway. I'm done. I'm out. I love you, Aquarius. Hang tight. Keep me posted. All right. I love you. See you. All right. Oh my gosh. The vibes. There have been some very interesting Ace of Wands moments. Oh my gosh. Some of y'all, the reunions are going to be intense. Okay. Anyhow, it's cool. All right. You guys ready for the grand finale? You guys ready to do? Oh my gosh, we have rapid fire through these things. What is up with my channeling energy? This is freaky. Oh my gosh, so cool. All right, let's do it to it. Let's just keep going. I'm feeling the vibes. All right, on to Pisces. Let's go. Boom. Okay, what up, Pisces? Pisces, you know we always save the best for last here, because you are the grand finale to the fireworks show that is the Zodiac, right? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, anyways. And then finally we make it to poor Pisces. Well, I've listened to everybody else's stuff. Thanks for making time for me. But we do always save the best for last here, okay? That's what you are, Pisces. You are the grand finale of the fireworks show. So let's see what we got for you, all right? Tap me in, tune me into Pisces energy, please, and thank you. We have been just jamming. Oh my gosh, I love hanging out with you guys. It's so cool. All right. Oh, thanks, Anne-Marie. Oh, I love you. Spinny hugs, girl. All right, let's keep going. What do we got for Pisces? Please and thank you. What do we have for Pisces? All right, you ready? Let's do it. Give me 2 shuffles, Pisces. Here we go. Because, I mean, you're Pisces. You're basically a walking tarot reading. You're walking intuition, you know? 12th house energy. You're a walking tarot deck. That's what I love about you. All right, let's do it. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty, proud, powerful Pisceans. The secret weapon of the Zodiac. Cancer and Scorpio like never tells that when they unleash the piranha that is Pisces. Anyways, it's cool. Oh, dude, Seven of Pentacles right to the Six of Wands with the Page of Swords. This shows here learning the final lessons with the Six of Wands. It brings in some success for you. This is Caitlin Petty getting an award at the CMA Fest with Molly Brown handing Captain Rostron the award for saving the Titanic victims. Whoa. So you guys are both checking each other out because you both learned your lessons and you're ready to see where this goes. I think you're just tired of being pushed around and being forced to have to do things. Let's see what's up with this. Knight of Swords. William T. Stead, editor of the Pall Mall Gazette, comes out with the Judgment card. Fifth Officer Lowell returning to the Ten of Wands, finishing up at the Titanic Cemetery in Halifax. Five of Cups, missing the boat. Knight of Wands to the Six of Cups. Dad leaving for cigarettes and never returning. On the Ace of Cups. New love, go time, let's do this. All right. You've been, oh my gosh, you've been through a lot. The stories that I just heard by picking up on each of these cards, it's like, oh my word. Some of you guys are widowed and had to grieve the loss of your twin flame. Okay. Judgment card on the Knight of Swords, Five of Cups. It's always, oh, I don't like this hyperbole, but I'm going to say it. It's always darkest before the dawn. But I love this version on the Five of Cups. Okay. Your depression is coming to an end. You're going to start feeling more positive, happy, Knight of Wands energy. The Five of Cups is best described in the Titanic Tarot because this dude looks really bummed out that he missed Titanic sailing away, right? In reality, if Jack and Fabrizio had left that pub 5 minutes before Titanic sailed, there was no way they were getting on that thing. The gangplanks were already pulled back. It wasn't exactly slam the thing and drive and go. It took a little minute to get that thing out of the dock. But anyhow, 5 days later, the guy is walking down the street in Southampton and he sees a newspaper and he's like, oh my word, I missed that boat. You know, it's a bit of the energy of what you've been through in that happened for a reason to build you and prepare you for the direction that things are going forward with the Ace of Cups. Cancer energy on Scorpio here. Something that clears out a lot of the karmic debt from your childhood, even clear on forward. The thing is that the way that they had to have things done their way, they never really wanted to do anything your way. And then when they didn't get their way, they acted like a child. They'd either bully you, banter you, or honestly, physically, verbally beat you into submission to the point that it affected your own confidence, your own self-worth. You've been through a lot of this. And the thing is, the way the bullying and the belittling was about this, remember, when you can't out-bully the bully, outsmart them. Bullies are dumb. This person had to go through a big awakening as a result of what they were doing to you, okay? That Judgment card, though, still shows there's some hope in this one. Scorpio and Aries energy. Judgment's been cast upon them. The Moon card to the Hermit card. What I'm seeing on this for some of you guys, it was a health issue. Maybe they had issues with like bipolar or depression, and it was kind of getting let out onto you. All the stuff that you've been through has affected your faith and your trust and love because you've learned your lessons. You know your worth. Hermit card. Could be dealing with a Virgo, but that Moon card, it is hard to fear and trust. You know, what if history happens again? What repeats itself? Well, this is a past person coming back in a new energy with the Ace of Cups, and that they've cleared out the old cycles and they are ready to do it again because they've taken time to do the work. And you guys have been apart for a while, or it's a brand new relationship getting off the ground, and you guys are both scared that something's going to happen again and history repeats itself. You know. Because the thing is that you've gone through all of it where you're learning your worth. You could literally be like a life coach or a teacher, somebody in the education field or healthcare. But the biggest thing on this end is that everything that you've gone through, you could literally like write a Netflix series about, top selling, top viewing. But their entitlement became a lot to struggle with, right? And the fights got very intense, Leo energy. Your of them could be born on the 6th, the 16th, or the 10th, possibly the 20th, 25th. Leo energy. I just said Leo. Oh my God. Nice. Two of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. This person knows what they did. And they have had a bit of an awakening. This here is them overcoming what they did and actually changing their ways. Frankie Goldsmith on that Sun card. That's Frankie Goldsmith on the Carpathia. He wound up coming to Michigan after the sinking of the Titanic, and they lived near Briggs Stadium. Well, Briggs Stadium became Tiger Stadium, became Comerica Park. Anyways, I digress. We had to go back a couple of years for this one. The thing is, he could never go to a baseball game or be near the baseball game because every time he heard the cheers of the crowd, to him, it was PTSD. It sounded the same as the cries in the ocean that night after the ship had gone, right? His family didn't move. His family didn't like let this overtake Frankie. Instead, Frankie learned to overcome it. And he actually adapted to it, that near the end of his life, he actually adored baseball. This shows that both you and your person, like, it's a change of mindset, a change of pace to clear the air on this one. 9 of Wands, clearing the air. It was really hot in the boiler rooms. 10 of Pentacles to the 4 of Swords. Some of you guys even did lose your home as a result of this, or your complete 10 of Pentacles status. You had to rebuild from scratch and did it on your own. Now, they never understood what a real reciprocal relationship was like until they met you. Okay? They were very used to have to like manipulate to get their way. Okay? The thing on that about it is that the way that they fought you, like everything, tooth and nail, every time you tried to help them, every time you tried to show them some clarity, and they fought it with the 9 of Wands and that victim mentality, they always never allowed to let you in, even though you were, because you were just trying to help them and teach them this one. And now everything you have done and said to them, it's locked in their brain. 10 of Pentacles on the 2 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. Okay? Some of you guys, money was a situation involved. Maybe you had to hide your wallet, hide your keys. Maybe they spent money on a vice or a substance. But the whole thing about this is that they're learning more about like how to be a couple, how to interact, okay? Either they've become a bit of a third wheel where like all their friends are now in relationships and they're realizing that they're the ones still trying to hold on to it, Frank the Tank energy from old school, all right? And that bit is outdated. But I think even for those of you that in the 10 of Pentacles that they had to couch crash or go back home, move in with family or friends, siblings or something, they've been around a real working relationship because what they grew up with was not how a relationship works. Everything they did to you, they're literally saying, that's how my parents were. That's what I grew up with. Well, before the divorce, that's what I grew up with. All right. They thought that's how it worked. But the new people coming into their life that they've been hanging out with while you guys have been in this quiet period, a lot of what they've done is rubbed off on them. Watching married couples interact and relationships, date nights. They're like, oh, that's how all this works. And that changes their mindset, just like Frankie Goldsmith did when he thought the screams of the baseballs were like scary, but then found out they were really cool. So they're finding out how foolish they were on this one and that they really needed to grow up to be ready for a long-term relationship. That led them to learning more about being a couple. Ace of Cups to the Moon card. This is either a past person that is returning after closing the cycle, but for some of you guys, it's a new relationship that's just getting started and you're both learning to adapt, live with each other, and grow, all right? And merge like two lives into one without upsetting the apple cards, all right? Cancer, Leo, Pisces energy. You know what it is, though? That's really going to help them like reprogram. You know how they kind of just mirror what everybody else around does because Joe Camel said that's the cool kids do, right? Well, now that they're hanging out with people that actually do have some love in their life, well, that's what the cool kids are doing now. So you might as well try loving. All right. I see on this one, I see them reaching out with an apology and asking if you guys could actually try again and get this right. Straight up. Ace of Cups. That's Cancer energy in the Ace of Cups, and that is the card of some forgiveness, okay, with a little obsession. So you are a little bit of their muse. And I don't know why, but I'm hearing Careless Whisper by George Michael. That song might resonate. I'm literally hearing the never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. I think they're going to reach out on this. They're going to go first. Ace of Cups, the Moon card. I mean, you're Pisces. You know how to leave a mark or an impression on people. And you are a walking tarot reading, so if it's just a little bit of confirmation of like Archer, I know they're going to reach out. You would be 100% on point. And if it's a new relationship just getting off the ground and started, and you're like, I think this one might work out. I'm a little nervous, but as I think it might work out, you again, you're a walking tarot reading. You would be accurate. All right. So hang in there. Either you have heard from them or you will be in the next 4 to 7 days. All right. So I hope that helps, but keep me posted. Okay. I love you, Pisces, and I'll see you later. Love you guys. That was awesome sauce. I hope those readings helped. Hope they resonated. Thank you all for letting me read your energies and trusting me. And remember, if you do want to book a personal reading, you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. All right. And these readings will resonate to any and every placement in your chart, okay? Y'all, we are not just Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but all the parts of your charts makes you 1 in a billion. And thank you all for being here and being a part of the family. It means the world to me. I love you guys. All right, let's see. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, sitting on the dock of the bay in Crawl. Or is that Carol Willis? It is. Hey, Carol Willis. Thanks. Thanks, Shelly. Thank you guys for being here. No need to thank me. I just love having you guys here. It means the world to me that you even take some time to watch the reading, watch the channel, and that I'm not like barging in on you or anything like that or pushing beliefs or anything. All right. But I'm just here to help. Love you guys. All right. Claudia, the song for Pisces, I picked up, I was getting Careless Whisper by George Michael. That was that song that came out on the Pisces read. You're welcome, sweet Stacy. Thank you for being here and hanging out. I love you, girl. Spinny hugs. Hey, Tammy. Thanks. What's up, Bree? Hey, Brittany. What's going on? Hi, Alyssa. How you doing? Tiffany? All right, guys, I'm going to take a moment or a pause for the cause. I'm trying to figure out if doing this live through YouTube is better than just the software, but I don't know. We're just experimenting. We're just trying stuff. All right, so give me a second for a pause for the cause, and then we're going to come back and bust out the super chats. All right? Okay, let's see what we've got on this. That's okay. It just puts some color in your cheeks, Donna. I think it's cute. I like it. All right. So on that note, I will be right back. And you're more than welcome to stick around, even if you didn't get or have a super chat, because the readings might even resonate and almost be like a little bonus or an extended reading for y'all. But okay, Burb, be right back. BRB. Cool. All right. We still gotta like find software that shows the right screen names. I'm still gonna work on that. Okay, mic up. We're ready. All right. Hi. What's up, guys? All right, let's go for it. All right. We're back. Hi. All right. Let's go for it. Nose note. My nose is itching. Cool. All right. Let's super chat. Let's do it to it. All right. I agree with you, Tara. Healed Pisces is always the best. What's up, guest? Hola. How you doing? Thanks for being here. All right. Let's do it to it. Here we go. I'm going to hop over to the super chats and let's see. Some of you guys, you might find out, it might actually wind up being a little bit of like a bonus reading or an extended reading. She'll be like, oh, wow, that's kind of like what I'm going through. All right. So let's do it to it. Let's get started. All right. Let's go. Shelly, you're up first, Shells. All right. Let's see. What's Adam's intentions with me? Thoughts and feelings. Got you. Let's see what we got. I like the 333 on your super chat. That's cool. All right, let's go. What are Adam's thoughts? What are Adam's intentions, thoughts, and feelings? Adam's thoughts, intentions, and feelings. Page of Cups. Ooh, on the 10 of Cups, he actually sees a fulfillment with you on the Sun card. I see him making an offer that's kind of like one of those ones of like, you know what? I was happiest when I was with you, and I like the time we spend together. I'd like to have more of it. So on this Page of Cups, he is trying to dream up or think of a way to reach out and make an offer. So his thoughts, feelings, and intentions are to try to actually take this into something more long-term. All right. He might be very interested in this and making an offer for you during Cancer season. By Leo season, I see happiness. You're not going to have to wait too much longer on it. Yeah, Page of Wands and the Magician. It literally actually what you're wishing, like, I hope he does this, or I hope he says this, or I hope this is how it goes. That's actually what's going on. You're the one that's driving the manifestations on this. So keep your prayers and your wishes positive because you're turning him into exactly what you want him to be. Okay. I love it for you. That's cool. All right. Victoria's next, right? Oh yeah, cool. All right, Victoria. There we go. All right, let's see. We got an update on you and Jay for July. Things keep changing and I'm losing hope. Okay, I got you. Spinny hugs too, Victoria. Big time. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, okay. The star card. Just so you know that Jay still gets a little bit confused on like where like Jay's balance and stability are at. 1 minute, Jay's totally cool on his own. Next minute, he really doesn't want to be in a relationship, 3 of Wands. So it's a bit of this point of a crossroads of him trying to find what he believes to be the best answer and the best outcome. So he gets a little nervous and a little wishy-washy just because it's that thought he's currently having about you behind the scenes of like, this could wind up being forever. That's a big choice. That's a big decision. Is this like going to be too good to be true? But I see him overcoming that. That's what's leading to the unsureness is a little bit of his instability. Okay. It's nothing that you're doing wrong or different. It's him coming to terms with it to be ready to move forward. Okay. So hang in there on this one. He will come around. The star card. He's like, his progress bar is like 95%. It's so close. Okay. 3 of Swords. He's getting in his own way. That's all it is right now. His own fear of like being able to live up to this forever is getting in his way. Instead of just taking it like a day at a time, he's thinking actually really big out long term and like fearful of it. Like, oh God, what if I mess it up? I've never gotten it right before. Why is this time gonna be different? It's just being like, let's try it. Maybe this time is. That's what I see him coming to over the course of the next, like repeating 3s over the course of the next 3 weeks. Okay. So you can hear from him anytime and actually get this thing off the ground before we get into August. Okay. Love that for you. It is still on track. All right. It's just a little bit of that, man. It's not happening as quick as I'd like, and it's making me nervous. But once it does start, you'll be feeling so much more comfortable. Okay. Okay. I'm a Freeze. What up? I'm Freeze. How you doing? Actually, I'm is free. I always think that I'm free. I think that was an old British show, Keeping Up Appearances or something. Like they worked in a department store. So, oh my gosh, that's an old childhood memory unlocked. That's kind of cool. All right. I'm digging this. I'm digging some of the changes in the groove that we're doing. I'm loving it. All right. So let's see. Whatever God and the ancestors want me to know, I'm going to change up the deck. We're going to use the shadow deck. All right, God. What would you like on Freeze to know? I love the direction we're going. This is an awesome glow up. All right, let's see. Three of Swords, King of Cups, and the Hermit card. Okay, what I'm seeing on this one, the message that your God and ancestors want you to know is don't let anybody else tell you that, oh, you need to get out of the house more. Oh, you need to do this. Oh, you're not doing this right. Oh, you're taking too long. On this here, God and your angels are letting you know with the King of Cups that on that Hermit card, you are actually doing the healing journey and the shadow work properly. All right. You'll know when you're ready to go forward, and don't let anybody else push you into it. Because I see a lot of people trying to like almost put some pressure on you, like peer pressure in a form. All right. Just remember, this comes out of a little bit of their jealousy of the confidence that you give off, even when you don't feel like it. And that deep down inside, you're kind of above them. All right. Just, you know, keeping your confidence that there are some people around you that kind of want to slow you down or mess up and harsh your mellow. Pay no mind to them. They're a little bit of devil energy that they're trying to taunt you, but you're doing perfect. Okay. Your God and your angels are quite proud of you. All right. Okay. Next up is Guest. What up, man? How you doing, Guest? I've missed you. All right. Is it okay to go and talk to TC? Will it negatively affect the outcome? Let me see what's up. All right, God. So you know what Guest wants to say, wants to talk about, and what Guest has been thinking about. So let me know if that's good or if it might have a negative outcome. 8 of Wands. That's a very good High Priestess. 2 of Cups. The time is now. God says on this one that by making this chance, taking this risk, and going for it from a higher level, it's exactly what's needed on the 8 of Wands to get this on track with the 2 of Cups. So you got 3 cards confirming, yeah, I don't even have a warning for you. Queen of Pentacles to the Fool card. You take this risk, and it leads you right into the 6 of Wands on the 7 of Cups. Good choice, good option. You're even overcoming those nerves or the fears of like, I can't believe I'm going to do this. I can't believe it. But the outcome is totally worth it. 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and the Hierophant. Literally, the powers that be above say, you're good. All right. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, Bree. Whoa, what's that? Oh, it's the mic cord. Okay, Bree, what's up? It tickled my foot. It was funny. All right. Yeah, it's still showing the other ones. Okay, anyways. Okay, I know who it is. Is Derek taking action soon? Because he's spying. All right, let's find out. Is Derek taking action soon? He is spying. Temperance card, literally the card of action. Alchemy, yeah. 4 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. He misses the niceness. He knows you're a good choice. Knight of Pentacles. It takes him a minute to come to terms in this, but the spying is literally the next step. He's got to miss you. So he's doing the spying to look in. He sees you're going well. Things are going good. It's making him in the 4 of Cups, a little bit of FOMO coming in. So he is getting ready to take action. 6 of Wands. I suspect before Leo season, you've got a victory on this one. Okay? So yeah, hang tight on this. Cancer season is being used right now to let him see how good you are. And he's in that Cancerian energy because we all take on the energy of whatever sign that we're in at that time. So now he's reflective and thinking back about like, man, she would make a good fit. She'd make a good girlfriend. Good. I could see something with her. Oh yeah, he's getting Cancerian. The Cancer energy has totally gotten to him. All right. So I do see that the spying is the beginning of trying to figure out what you've been up to, what he's missing out on, that he totally wants to be a part of. That leads him to reaching out. Okay. Okay, Drea. What's up, Drea? Let's see how you doing. All right, how does Xavier view me compared to his past? Oh, dude, that's an interesting one. All right, let's see what we got. How does Xavier view you about the past? Whoa, hold on. These cards turn sideways. That means I got to read them in both forward and reverse, okay? The Star card and the Lover's card. He's trying to actually figure, when comparing you to his exes, he's like, how did I get this lucky? How is this happening to me? 6 of Swords and the Page of Swords. I mean, I've tried before. I've asked, I've manifested for months, for years. I was like, oh God, if so-and-so and I are meant to be, please have them reach out. Please let them send a message. I tried that forever. Nothing ever happened. All right. Okay. And then he's like, I think of Drea, or I think of something that's happening. Boom. It just happens. Like, oh, I wish I could talk to Drea, or I wish I got a message. And it just happens. He's a little mind blown that you're too good to be true because you're the antithesis. You're the opposite of his exes. It is a bit of what's got him scared because he's breaking out of his normal standard type, in that you look similar to him, but you don't act like him. You're the antithesis of him. And it's almost a too good to be true vibe. That's what's got him a little nervous. Okay. Because he's like, wow, He's like, when's the rug going to get pulled out from under me? When does Drea's mask fall off? And I find out that she's crazy and off the walls like all my exes. And if I was there talking to him, I'd be like, keep looking. It's never going to happen. Really? I'm like, yeah, she's just not crazy. Sorry. She's got a brain. She's pretty good. He's like, whoa, that's way different. I'm like, Six of Wands. Too good to be true. All right. But the Temperance card still shows that he goes for it. All right. So literally, you don't compare. You are so far above his exes that he has no clue. Like he's sitting here telling me, Archer, I'm a 4, Dre is a 10. Maybe Dre is half blind. I don't know. And I'm like, no, she likes you. He's like, something don't fit. So that's all. But I do like the vibes. It leads him to a very honest and a committed relationship. You're so different. That's his favorite thing about you. If I had just rattled off all the things that reminded him, like he probably wouldn't even be interested. He'd be like, nope, no thanks. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. All right. Okay, what's up next is, oh, hey, Laura. JC blocked you? Why? Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, I literally asked the same. I'm sorry, Laura. Okay. I just got into it for you because I'm like, wait a second. All right. Why did JC block her? Why did JC block Laura? 5 of Pentacles, the Magician card, the Queen of Swords to the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. The reason for this happening here in the blocking was because JC wanted to see where it would go, but then it's still very much set in being single. Okay. Still healing from some trauma. That's the thing. That if it had gone forward at this moment and kept progressing, he'd start lashing out at you. Okay. It would have been very similar. God's saying that it was actually done as a form of protection as he finishes up healing from this, so that basically in the energies of like, he didn't want you to be a rebound. He wanted something more serious. So he blocked it. He blocked it out because he's like, whoa, this could get intense. I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. It would have helped if he had said that to you, Queen of Swords, but instead he just figured you'd figure it out. Okay. But that is really all that's cooking on that one, is that he's not done cooking. All right. So it was a bit of protection so that it didn't wind up being a knockdown, drag down, rough breakup, or a separation, or a roller coaster. Okay. It's not a forever block. It's a knee-jerk reaction that can be changed literally in the course of the next 1 to 5 days, that he overreacts, and all of a sudden you're like, you get a hey text or continuation text to show that you're unblocked. Okay. He knee-jerked. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. Blacker the Berry. Okay, let's see what we got. What's up, Blacker the Berry? All right, we got what's coming towards me in love, possible signs. Okay, let's see what we got. What's coming towards Blacker the Berry in love? It's Vaughn, right? Blacker the Berry. Actually, that's cute. That's cool too. It's you, it's Vaughn. I know your screen name picture. Oi, thanks, YouTube. Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, King of Cups. I'm pulling some Pisces and Scorpio along with cardinal sign, Capricorn, Libra, Aries, and Cancer. These will be in their big 3, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. These are the power points on their charts. This is someone with the 3 of Swords, the King of Cups, that they were cheated on. Therefore, they left the past relationship they were in. So there's no additional baggage or trauma coming to it. Okay. And then 5 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, they're rather quiet. They are still dealing with a bit of depression, which is why they haven't made an attempt to reach out yet, just that they're still healing and doing the work on it. However, this does have the energy that if you ever did a draw my soulmate thing, the image would look just like this person that's coming in. I'm being told this is actually somebody that you have already helped with their healing journey. Either they've spoke to you at one point about the breakup, about the divorce, and then things went quiet for a while as they went on their own way and healed. And now after X amount of time, they reach back out to you because you were there for them when they were going through whatever this stuff was in the past. Okay. So you actually have already met and interacted and know this person. They're just getting ready to bring their feelings to life. Okay. So I hope that helps. That's interesting. So you help them through a breakup and then they're like, oh, wow, I kind of like it's fine now. Okay. Okay. Randy, what's up at our Marrow19? YouTube. Swear. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I know it's you, Randy. Okay, let's see what we got. Despite liking and deleting things from my social media, what's new with her? All right, and has she ever had thoughts to butter my crab legs? I got you. Let's see what's up. Let's see. poor girl knows she wants to get this back off the ground. And then she stops and like, oh no, delete it. Oh gosh, undo it. Girl, just leave the post, leave the comment, leave the like. It don't matter, right? Ace of Swords, Two of Wands totally matters to her. And on the Nine of Wands to the Five of Wands, here's the wild part. Not only that, but I'm going to tell you what, it's part of her karma for what she's doing to you. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. She requires you in order. She has to think about buttering your crab legs, okay? She can't figure out why nothing else is working for her anymore. Any of her usual go-tos, okay? The stuff in her incognito tabs, those side of things, the thoughts, all that. For some reason, you're becoming a bit of like the muse or the rock star, and she can't figure that out right now. You've got her Five of Wands. That's five Ace of Wands frustrated, okay? So it's kind of that vibe that she's like, yeah, I have to think of Randy to achieve. And I don't understand why. God's like, keep thinking, Ace of Swords, getting warmer. You know why? That sort of a thing. So yeah, actually, she's feeling some frustrated as a result of it. It's all part of the tea kettle coming to a boil as she elevates in the Ace of Cups, okay? Because that is a big part of it. There wasn't a whole lot of buttering of the crab legs back in the day. She always had a headache. She was always too busy, okay? She's going to open up a little bit more. You don't even realize it. Some of her like exhibition energy is coming out. You're going to find out a lot of what she used to do in high school going forward because she's starting to figure out, because women are smart on this thing. They figure it out really quick. All right. There's just something she's figuring out that you just fit. You guys are the right parts, like two puzzle pieces that are just made for each other. All right. So even though she's going through that Five of Wands, Nine of Wands frustration on it right now, like, dear Lord, please. All right. It's like, yeah. Okay. Two of Wands and the Ace of Swords. That's what's leading her to have to make a choice. All right. Literally. She's going through every ounce of karma for everything she did to you. All those nights she had a headache. Now God's like, sorry, I have a headache. Okay, so yeah, it's leading to the ascension of Jesus on this, though. All right. At the moment, it's a cross she has to carry. Yes, interpret that euphemism however you wish to. Okay, but yeah. All right. Angel Eyes. Oh my gosh. Hi. Oh my gosh. Spinny Hugs. Hi. I have missed the heck out of you, girl. Where have you been? How have you been? What's up? What's up, AE? Oh my gosh. Okay, hi. Spinny Hugs. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, for AE, find out. AE, is the ex-hubby going to cause problems for you? Thank you. Let me find out. Gotcha. Is the ex-hubby going to cause problems for AE? Fill me in. Ooh. Nine of Cups. No, ma'am. Jesus and God both heard your prayers on this one. Nine of Cups, Five of Wands. He is being detained energetically. Okay? He's really being detained, Angel Eyes. God is like, hey, Toby, I got a file for you to check out. Toby's like, okay, what you got? It's AE's ex-husband trying to start a little bit of problem, a little bit of jealousy in the ranks. And we've also figured out this is what's been AE's hang up for a while because he keeps doing this to her. Toby's like, no problem. I got you. All right. I got a really small guillotine and I got some questions for them. I'm going to keep them entertained. All right. So yeah, no, you're in the clear on this one. Okay. If he tries to cause problems, it would suck. He might like go driving to your house to stop something, right? And he gets pulled over and he's got an outstanding ticket. All right. Or whatever. No, you are beyond protected. Okay. He's going to try because he's been the thing stopping you this whole time. We found your devil energy. Plain as day. But now that we've addressed it and acknowledged it, you've asked for it and prayed for the protection. You've even brought it up here to me by asking me the questions. So God now knows, hey, well, nope, we're protecting Angel Eyes from her ex-husband. And we also have figured out why some of the other men that we read about didn't work out, because this is the direction that's coming in the direction you were supposed to go. This one's a keeper. AE, it's a keeper with the Fool card. I love it. You are totally protected of the Four of Pentacles. Your ex-hubby can do nothing to you. Any wishes, any bad karma he attempts to put on you, even if it's a text or a message that he's like, you're never going to, I'm going to get you. Blah, blah. Whatever he does, that karma is going to bounce back onto you. He threatens that you'll never have a relationship. You're going to meet the person of your dreams, get married to him, and he's going to stay alone. He wants you to lose your job and fail at work. It's all going to happen to him. You are beyond protected. You're good to go, girl. Okay? And I missed you. I'm so glad you're here. Hi. All right. You just made my night, girl. That was awesome sauce. All right. What's up, Rahama? I love you, Rahama. What's up, Rahama? Back up. Okay, let's go. The only reason you and I get away with that, Rahama, is because you're a Sag and I'm a Cancer. And we get how it works. So it's cool. I think you should go with Maverick. Like, next should be characters from Top Gun. I don't know why. I'm being told that, like, you'd be a good goose, a good rooster. I don't know. All right, let's see. What are Caden's current feelings for me? Will this connection last? Boom. Why is he excluding me from Discord? You know, I really need to check my Discord. I keep getting emails that there's like 150 messages waiting for me. I don't, it's busy. I am busy. I'm not shunning you guys on Discord. I'm busy. I still got to make Melissa a mod over there. That's how I got a long to-do list. Anyways, 2 of Wands on the Ace of Swords. Okay, so let's see what we got. Current feelings for you, the 2 of Wands. He is unsure what to make of you because you are reacting and acting in ways he's never seen a woman do. Okay? He's like, I am so not used to this kind of response. You're supposed to be jealous. You're supposed to be going off on him. Why are you not showing him so much attention? It's driving him up the wall. Okay? Now, will the connection last? Yeah. With the Hermit card, this is actually a very protected connection. And even right now, there's a thing between you guys. It's the weirdest, frustrating energies, but your guys are already a thing. That's the weird part, okay? Which even leads us to why he's excluding you from Discord, is because he is currently in the process of transitioning you into his private life, okay? Don't need to be on Discord because you're not a part of the peanut gallery. He is deciding that his personal life is going to stay private, okay? The more he does that, the more it's slowly migrating you out of the peanut gallery energy, okay? And into behind the scenes. So this has taken a very neat plot twist that I didn't expect any more than Christopher Columbus did when he landed on America. Straight up. The Indians didn't expect it either. So nobody sees this coming, but you guys are already like a thing. Totally. This is his version of courting and stuff. The stalking, the cutting you out to attract to him, then you change your profile. Then he thinks he knows which fake profile is yours, which Evan Kate is Rohama. Rohama, totally use Evan Kate. You have to use Evan Kate, girl. Come on. But yeah, so it is the most weirdest. It's like that scene in Smokey and the Bandit. I'm playing the cat and mouse with Rohama, and then I caught my paw, and then Rohama's got the paw, and I forget how the scene goes. But you guys are already, this is a thing. He is a very weird quarter, but you're a Sagittarius, so you can take it. That's the thing. Okay? So I hope that helps. I hope it makes sense. 8 of Swords. Roll with it. Jonah and the fish. Okay. All right. Even Christopher Columbus was like, this doesn't look like France. Anyways, I was trying to find Cuba. But anyhow, none of that joke made any sense, but it was still funny. I don't care who you are. Okay. What's up, Janet? I know at Soul Latte Tarot's Janet. All right, let's see. Has Ryan pulled cards on me recently, and how did he feel about it? Does the new person see Ryan coming back soon in the cards? 10 of Cups to the 7 of Wands. Not only has he done a successful reading pull on you, I'm being told with the 3 of Cups that the next cards I pull are actually the cards he pulled on you. So apparently he likes to do 6 to 9 cards. So I'm being told these cards are his reading. He pulled the Shadow card on you, so that would be a card that I just put back. 3 of Pentacles into the Hermit. Oh, it got into his shadow work because that's my wild card. So he pulled the 3 of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Ace of Swords, the Magician, the Sun card, and the 5 of Swords. He can't understand how he's the 5 of Swords, that his healing journey is the thing that's slowing up and stopping his happiness. Okay? The cards pointed at him. And it took him a couple of readings with the Shadow card on this one because he actually cannot pull readings on himself. All right. It takes a lot for a reader to pull on themselves. Like for me personally, in my way, it's because when mom bought me my first tarot deck and I started doing this when I was young, I read for myself. So like everything was a Cancer reading in the beginning. So for me, I figured it out because it originally was the only person I had to read for was myself. Right. And I'm a baddie. But now, on the same thing with this one, his readings and pulls show the 3 of Pentacles, the Hermit, that he needs to work on how closed off he is, because with the Ace of Swords, the Magician cards, a new approach and a new way of thinking is the best way to cut out the problems that he's been creating for himself that block his own happiness. And with the 5 of Swords, he needs to work on that before he comes in correct. Now, this put him into a bit of a mind freeze, 7 of Wands, where he's still trying to process. And I'm going to straight up tell you, he's going to have to do at least 10 more pulls. He's going to keep going of like, that didn't make sense. Let me try again. That didn't make sense. Let me try again. And God's like, I'm going to get a little tired if you keep asking me the same question, Ryan. I already gave you the answer. How many times you got to check with the freaking kitchen if you ordered the steak or not? All right. So there's a little bit of the fickle old gal getting upset that he keeps asking the same questions when God's like, I told you the answer. I didn't stutter. You didn't stutter. You know the answer, right? So there's a little bit of the terms with that. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. All right. Now, does the new person see Ryan coming back soon? 7 of Wands, literally only a stone's throw away, and also sees on the King of Wands that he's already been thinking and making plans on taking action with Temperance. So, yup. Ryan's energy is strong with the Chariot. It's already Kit from Knight Rider. Can't get rid of that car. Like in any episode of Knight Rider, when the bad guys thought they'd gotten Michael Knight and killed him, then all of a sudden the car shows back up and they're like, it's that black car again. That sort of a vibe. Yep. Ryan's energy is kind of doing everywhere. All right. I hope that makes sense. All right. It's how strong your guys' connection is. And if Ryan would ever stop fighting it, oh my God, it would take off and pop like a firework. Seriously, you know? Okay. What's up, Hayden? How you doing? All right, a little love energy update. For sure. I got you. Give me a little love energy update for Hayden, please. Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. 6 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. Nobody compares with you right now. Okay. This is why the dreams and the feelings you've been having have been being having by you, is because they're totally in that energy right now. They miss the heck out of you with the Ace of Wands, and there's still a little bit of a flame that burns between the two of you guys. It's the connection has just been on pause and put into vacation mode to conserve and save energy, but the pilot light on the hot water tank is still lit, okay? And he's getting ready to take some action on it. It looks like for him, the Leo energy is more. It looks totally like your person needs Mercury retrograde in Leo season to energize the heart chakra. They're very grinchy, and the Grinch is till Christmas. Like from everything they've been through, they don't have that emotional. Like somebody around them could pass away, and they would right now they'd just be like, people die, whatever, it happens. They're so emotionalist that they need the retrograde in that. Cancer season is starting to get them a little more bubbly about nostalgic feelings. 4th house. Cancers dwell on everything from their past. All right, Begamade, but that's going to come in. Then Leo season, the Mercury retrograde energizes the heart and the 5th house chakra, which leads to communication between the two of you guys. He knows where his happiness is. He's just processing it. All right. So I hope that helps. All right. Love you. Devin, what's up? Or is that Devon? Devanka? I suck at pronunciations. Please forgive me. I don't say my, half time I say my name like I'm from Boston or something. I say Archer. I always mess up in the noises. No, I'm not Hawk 2 and nothing. That's just gross. All right. Pisces saw my message. Thoughts and next actions. All right, let's go. What are the thoughts and next? I have no clue how that little relative story resonated to you. Knight of Wands. Ooh. Knight of Wands and the, oh my gosh, the Ace of Wands are making the round of the Queen of Cups on the 2 of Cups with the Tower card. The message was the Tower card. Right now, Pisces is a little mind-blown that you're even interested, because Pisces felt like they were on their own for what they did to you. They really didn't think they'd ever stand a chance. Give this a minute, because the Ace of Wands shows you ignited a spark in them, that they had actually prayed and waited for this, okay? Now, the thing on this is, remember, we need a Pisces time zone translator. Pisces has their own time zone because they're leap year babies, okay? So, like hangman energy, the hangman puts themselves into the tree of life for as long as they want, all right? It's like Pisces age on a 1 to 4 ratio. It's very similar to dog years, 1 to 7 years. Pisces with that total vibe on the leap year energy, 1 minute to us, they need 4 minutes. But it's so worth it because they're so deep that the thoughts that they come up with and during those time zones and time frames are something that like no other sign can do. All right. So Pisces, we have to adjust and calibrate to give Pisces time to process the message and how they want to take action. Knight of Wands on the 2 of Cups. This shows here that what they'd like to do is meet up with you under the guise of like coffee and talking, but then like they totally want a Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands you. Okay. I see Pisces being like, I am sorry I put you through that. Your message let me see things from a different perspective. I did not realize it. And I want to take some action on this. It's almost like, okay, it's like this is how the fight ends with the I'm sorry, some crying, some emotions, but then like the makeup boom boom. I'm telling you, it'll totally be okay. This is emotional. I'm sorry. This was a lot for you. This was a lot. That text was a lot. That message was too much to say. Just hush, kiss me, you fool. That sort of vibe. You guys are literally building a little bit of a tension between you guys. Okay. and the connection is still there. But that Tower card, you got right to their brain. Look at the little lightning bolt, the spark, a wire touch metal. Allow the time zone difference to change for Pisces to your energy, and the rewards are, nobody loves like a Pisces. Literally, the definition of Pisces is, can I do for you? Your Pisces is totally awakening to the fact that they totally want to do for you. You, too. Remove the word for, any descriptive word. I'm out. It'll be okay. All right. I mean, like, really, the first meetup, you'll be just fine. All right. I know who you are, Brandy. Really? YouTube. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go, Sad. Okay, what's up with the Leo you met? Can you trust him? An energy check for... I love Leo. I totally know why you're asking that question, but I totally love Leos. You can trust him. I'm going to actually call that one right out of the gate. But let me see if I'm right. Dude, I love this deck, literally. It's the strength card, Leo energy. You can trust this Leo. This Leo's, granted, they're all about themselves, but that's also why there's no other third parties or other energies, because this is somebody that you totally want to dig, that the fact that this person's got an ego and that they think they're better than everybody else. That allows them to cut out any potential Three of Swords third party options. However, Leo totally thinks you're on the level and Leo's let you in. And it takes a lot for a Leo to let anybody in. Okay, so this is cool. You go with this vibes on it. I think we got some good digs. Yep. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. You can trust this one. It is safe to actually open up and give it a try with the 7 of Cups. All right. Now, the messages from Spirit on this one, there is going to be a little bit of that fear, nerves, or insecurities that it's going to go in the same direction because you're very used to it. This one, innocent till proven guilty. I'm being told that it's just that this one has a little different mind of thought. So even your guardian angels and your guides are like, go ahead, innocent till proven guilty. Do not bring any of your old past preconceived notions from previous relationships into it. But look at Leo as a fresh perspective. King of Swords, 8 of Cups, because this Leo is on a higher level. And with the 10 of Wands, they've put their past burdens away and they're looking at you as something totally new, totally different. And to return that back onto them, you're going to totally dig it. You are allowed to be like, remember how cool you were, like when you were young and innocent before all the bad boys and the breakups and stuff started happening. Go back to when you were younger. You actually get to be that way again. This one's cool. You can trust. It's safe to let your guard down, and your angels are totally telling you, go ahead and be cool, be fun, have that again, be innocent before those exes all jaded you. This one's totally worth it. Okay, so I hope that helps. All right, Aich. Let's see. See, Aich, yours worked. Yours stayed good. All right, let's see. Let me go over to this one. Thanks, guys. Melissa, Wild Sunchild. Night, Mom. Love you, Mom. I'll check in on you tomorrow, okay? All right, let's see. Sorry, I was just scrolling back around. Okay. ESP, I wouldn't let go of Jeremy. Jeremy's dealing with some devil energy right now that he can come through. Leave that door open. Give Jeremy some time to process, because in the meantime, there's a couple people that's interested in taking you on dates. Those dates are going to give you a little bit of like some ideas and adventures and places to go that'll help you when you and Jeremy return and get back together. So you can be like, oh, wow, I know this really cool restaurant, this cool coffee shop. You're going to get some life experiences from the liaisons, the little summer romances that you have that will then later be able to be applied for when Jeremy returns. And Sandra, you're going to be getting a phone call before the end of Cancer season. All right. Where's Aich at? There we go. All right. Give me a little current energy check for Aich. Let's see what we got. Here we go. I switched the decks and the Ace of Wands is back. Aich, you know where this is going. There is still actually, there's something that is reigniting a spark in your person's mind for you. 10 of Wands. It's FOMO, 7 of Cups to the Magician card. Whatever you've been posting or whatever they're finding out about you has them starting to get to the point of like, oh my gosh, I totally want Aich now. Why didn't you before? I don't know. It's already the vibe that they woke up one morning in a little bit of a state of shock. They looked at something. They looked or found something about you online. Could even have been somebody else that has your name in a different state when they did that Google search or whatever, but it got to the point where like, oh my gosh, I need to do something. They've had an awakening. Somebody lit a fire under their backside. God lit a back. I was going to give you credit. They know it's cool. I'm sorry. But God lit a fire under their backside. All right. Something about Cancer. This is Cancer season, man. I don't know why I just said it that way, but it is. It's Cancer season. Okay. Everybody's taking on Cancer energy. Everybody is melting butter for crab legs. We're going to need a bigger bib. You're one of them that I expect to hear some communication back from them. Okay. That Ace of Wands, they're getting a little frustrated. Okay. Hermit card, they'll be okay though. Nothing bad's going to happen to them. They're just going to get to the point where they finally make contact. No, your person's not an alien. Okay. I'm out. Tia Bia, what's up? I still think before Leo, Mercury retrograde. If they've been this stubborn this long, retrograde, a Mercury retrograde during a Cancer and a Leo season or a Cancer Leo cusper moment, nobody stands a chance at that point. You're give up, surrender now, white flag. Six of Wands, Leo energy. You're good. You got this. That's cool. I literally just felt the vibes. Surrender now. You belong to IH. No, okay, it's cool. Take me to your leader. Okay, Tia Bia. All right, curious about S the Pisces. All right, he's been quiet after telling me that he wants to talk. Is he pulling back? And if so, is it because of the Leo? They know each other. Okay, let me find out. It's the Sun card. But here's the thing. Yeah, totally. Leo tried their tricks. Okay. 3 of Wands, phone call, talk to each other. Oh, watch that Tia Bia Justice card. She's crazy. She's like this and that and blah, blah, blah. You know what he did? He's totally smart, Tia. And the thing is, he, like you said, they know each other. He knows Leo's track record. He knows Leo's little black book. Okay. He took it with a grain of salt because it's literally the same vibes as if like Pisces and Leo, if like they got into a relationship and then all of a sudden Leo starts talking smack about you, you're the crazy ex and that. Everybody knows that as soon as that happens, it's like, what'd you do to make him crazy? Same thing. Pisces totally knows Leo's rap sheet. Therefore, literally, don't worry about the Leo. He did too. It literally locked my chakra up. 4 of Cups, 9 of Wands. Yeah, Leo painted it on pretty thick. Pisces knew better. Pisces is walking intuition. Pisces knew Leo was making half the stuff up. All right. So if anything, it makes Pisces want you more. All that this we've got going on here is the Pisces time zone. A lot of people dealing with Pisces energy right now. Okay. It takes him a little longer to think, process, and respond. Okay. But it's because he gets very much into the daydreamy energy about you. And sometimes he zones out and he realizes later that he forgot to send you a text. Because like when he gets into his own mindset, like if it's work or a project or something around the house, he zones. He is all in at that point and has no concept that he zones in on that project for as long as he does. All right. So there's a little bit of an adaptation in the Pisces reply time. That's all it is. Cool. But heads up. All right. How you know that the reply time is starting to sync up to your energy, Tia Bia? Okay. Pisces will text with multiple short bursts. The more little short text messages you get at once, the more open Pisces is becoming. It's good stuff. Okay. And it is coming your way during Cancer season with the 4 of Cups. Don't worry. Pisces totally knows what Leo's all about. You're in the clear. Okay. Yup. Totally talking. Don't worry. He knows Leo all too well. Okay. Nadine, let's see what's up. Love messages. I need to know. Okay. Love messages for Nadine. Let's see what we got for you, Nadine. Okay, cool. All right. Love messages for Nadine. Love messages for Nadine. Stop. The Judgment card. Yep, your person's got it too. Your person's got Cancer. Not the bad type. It's the Queen of Cups. It's the Cancer season type. Oh boy. Just so you know, wherever the strong Cancer placements are, Nadine, in your person's chart, that's what's activating them right now of like Judgment card of like, oh my gosh, I really wish Nadine were here. 5 of Pentacles. Why did I shut Nadine out? Yeah, your person's going to go full on Cancerian here, nostalgic with the Judgment card of reaching out to you. Like, I'm sorry. I'm a fail. I messed. Wow. Word vomit beyond belief. And this here is the rewards for how long you've waited for it. Okay. They are eating some crow right now in the Queen of Cups, the Judgment card. They're going to reach out total Cancer energy, just being like, can we work this out, please? I know it's been a long time. And a little bit of insecurity even comes off of it too. Death card on the Wheel of Fortune. Why now? Because Jupiter entered Cancer. Cancer, Sagittarius energy on that Wheel of Fortune with the Death card that's initiating his transformation. All right. So keep heads up. Keep this like your phone close to you. All right. You're nearing the energy of reunion. That's why you're feeling some type of way right now. You're picking up on his energy way more than usual right now because he's getting ready to do something. Okay. Cancer energy, big time. He might even have a friend that's a Cancer that reaches out first to test the waters, possibly. Okay. I hope that helps. All right, Chels, what's up, Chels? How you doing? Thank you for the $5. Let's see what we got. We're going for fish and chips later. All right, I'm going to take that 5 to Blackpool. That's where we're going. We're going to Blackpool, Chels. All right, let's do it. All right, give me a little that I need to know in love. Virgo energy. I got you. Let's see. Virgo with the South Node in Virgo right now, Chels, you are definitely searching for answers. And it's okay. You're not alone. Not even Virgo suns. More than just Virgo suns are feeling that quest for answers. Ace of Cups on the Ace of Wands. What I'm seeing here about love is that there is still forward movement. Sorry, I don't English well. All right, I speak tarot fluently. But Ace of Cups to the Eight of Wands, there is still movement for you, okay? Just so you know on this one that they are still on a return pattern. Okay, so I pull a past love energy coming in on this one, that there's some unfinished business or a contract unfulfilled that you guys had to just go your own ways because otherwise they would have kept treating you this way. Very much lose you to love you energy. And it's been a minute, it's been a while since they processed through this, but I see them coming back a little bit with hat in hand, just so you need to know. And you don't think that they would ever change or that this wasn't going to happen with the Hangman, Pisces energy. They've actually overcome those vices that got in the way. I really feel like they were just kind of like, maybe it was an angry drunk vibe. Okay, somebody couldn't really handle their liquor too well and then like took it out on you. They've actually cleaned up. They'd be like, because they had no other choice or no other options left. Whoa, did this come out in the Virgo reading earlier? Like, I think I got this message earlier. That it's the vibe that somebody has stopped them in their tracks and been like, if you don't change your ways, you're not going to be here into ripe old age or something like that for whatever the vice was getting in the way that got them to the point where they had to change. They had to do the work. Could have been as simple as they got busted with like an OUI or texting and driving, something like just some karma out on them. Okay. But in the time apart, there's already a return. You guys are already coming back together, even though you haven't felt it or experienced it in the 3D. You're going to get the answers for why all this happened because you'll find out what they went through and the stuff that happened that while you guys were apart, it protected you from becoming involved into it. That like if you had been involved, they would have dragged you into their dark night of the soul too. They had to do that part on their own. All right. So you will exactly find out why it didn't happen and why it's happening when it does happen. Okay. It was some ultimate protection. All right. So I hope that helps. Okay, Cordum, what up, Cordum? How you doing? Let's see. Okay, we've got current energy with Sagman. All right, oh my God, Cordum, we just turned Taxman into Sagman. I'm going to totally rewrite lyrics that because I'm the Sagman. Yeah, I love the bass line in that song. Let me tell you how it will be. All right, current energies, no contact. What's he up to? Four of Wands. He's actually doing the work required to level up and going through an awakening. Do you already know he's your twin flame or you're just looking for confirmation? Because I've got the Two of Cups on the Four of Wands, which classic Magician card tells me that currently what he's up to is awakening to the deep soulmate twin flame connection that we have some unawoke Emperor energy that is actually starting to awaken and realize that he's in love with you. He's tired of the party lifestyle, going through some major changes. Some of his friends he got bored with, doesn't interact with them anymore. The party life's going away. And then now, like the new people as a result of his work or his job change, because I mean, he job hops a few times, is like showing that now he hangs out with more couple vibe people. And like the party lifestyle is dying and passing away into him. And so he's wanting a +1, which is still leading him towards you. Six of Pentacles. The people he's hanging out with is also teaching him how to be more equal and reciprocal, a give and take relationship vibe too. And the Queen of Cups, you are going to totally love the transformation on this, where you got a Sag totally about real love. And I see it happening during Cancer season because I've got the Sag energy and the Cancer energy. Jupiter entering into Cancer is a big transformation for your Sag man, where he's just kind of getting used to the abundance that's coming up now that his dominant rock is in a sign that it's exalted in. That Jupiter in Gemini was completely dragging Sagittarius down. All right. Now that Jupiter's into Cancer, all the Sages are starting to come back to life. Two of Cups, Four of Wands. I'm actually putting you on the energy for a twin flame reunion watch. The conditions are right, but I haven't spotted a twin flame reunion or a reunion in the vicinity of your area yet. So we will continue to monitor the situation. Okay. As soon as it becomes a reunion morning, I will let you know. I love you. I love weather stuff. It's so cool. I'm a dork and I don't care. It's cool. Guys, thank you so much for the super chats. I'm sorry I don't have time to bust out all of them tonight. I just got to keep it to the limit, the schedule, and the reading. But thank you guys for the donations. And stay tuned because we will actually be starting doing the super chats separately. Going forward, we won't be doing super chats during the collective readings. Those will just be there to interact, hang out, and get your reading for each sign. Okay? But what I'll be doing is like Archer's Lounge is becoming Archer's Coffee Shop. All right, we're going to go live occasionally, a couple different days a week, might be every day a week. I'm going to see how it works in the schedule. And we just hang out in the mornings. All right, do some super chats, do some readings, and then start our day off right. And then we'll do the live collective readings after the fact. Okay, so enjoy it. And TikTok, you guys are welcome and invited to be there. I love that butterfly. That's so cool. Thank you. Sweet Stacy, I love you. That is awesome. Thank you. Big signs too if you guys are seeing butterflies. Big confirmation. I love it. Okay, guys. I'll see y'all later. We're going to start off the July readings again. Libra to Pisces, your July readings actually got done yesterday. So check them out if you haven't yet. They're all available in the live tab on the channel and in the July playlist. But starting off with Aries to Pisces, full set of July readings are coming. All right. So thank you for subscribing, being here, being a part of the channel. And on that note, I love this deck. Namaste. Peace and love. Archer out. Yeah, Chariot. I will see you guys later. Love you.